switch it. You can become like a cannibal. You can become a vampire. You can pledge your oath to the devil. You can become the Pope if you want.
Yeah, we'll see if we actually try that again.
Right.
It was a bit confusing.
Yeah, it's family simulator. Coins, are we using fantasy grounds at all?
Yeah, you can if you want to. Sure.
Okay.
I started it.
Do we need it though?
Maybe later. Depends on what you guys want to do.
I don't know. I'm all for just picking a direction, throwing everything that we have already together.
March on Castle Ravenloft.
I'm confused as to why we don't. I'm confused why we don't need fantasy grounds. I've clearly missed something, right?
That's what happens when you don't read the messages.
I'm not used to having a phone. For Christ, I don't even know where it is. I swear to God, hand on heart, I could not tell
Did
you.
you
where my phone is.
lose a phone again, Joby?
I haven't lost it. I just don't know where it is. I'm just not used to having it, so I don't bother checking it.
It's not lost.
next
It's
You know,
just
I was sat here
somewhere that I
yesterday.
don't know.
It's not
I was
lost, it's
sat
just
here
temporarily
yesterday.
misplaced.
I was sat here
Right.
yesterday playing Alien Isolation by myself, not knowing that you guys were playing Among Us. I could have joined in. I was like,
No, that's a lie, Joby. You told
Why
me
is
you
it-
were playing Alien Isolation. You
yeah,
told
but
me.
I told you I was playing, but I didn't realize you guys had started playing Among Us.
You said I will join you later.
Yeah, but I didn't realize you were all getting together. I thought I would join you. I didn't realize you were actually all of you playing together.
All right.
If I'd known that you were actually all playing as a little group, I would have stopped playing by myself.
Well, it's a
think
fitting
there's some
name
that-
for a game
We
then.
all have our own truths.
Right?
I don't need to defend myself against any of you. All right.
Reminds me of that Fibbage game, Joby.
I
Ever.
don't need to explain myself. Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
Some of the people
well,
out
you
there
need
doing
to,
them
you just
public
don't
free
want to.
servers. We
I
need
I
a
tried.
game with just a slot.
I tried it. I played a 10 server one with 3 imposters. I died pretty quick on. You
Yeah,
try
I
and do
seem
the
to
crew.
die, Yeah,
You try
know,
to do
when
the crew
I-
stuff, and as you're interacting with the menu, some fucker comes and kills you.
That's the
You know
game.
when I got ejected pretty much straight away? What
Did
happened
you?
on everyone else's screen? Because to me, I just ran off, and then all of a sudden they called an emergency meeting and fucking chucked me off the ship. I hadn't even done anything.
They voted you out.
Yeah, I hadn't even done
In the
anything.
last session, you mean?
Yeah, the one we just done. You know when I got voted out first, like pretty much straight away.
I was the imposter. I was fine with anyone suspecting anyone else. I was like, oh yeah, Luke.
Oh
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, you don't.
And now I hear you guys.
Hello.
Hey, you don't.
Luke, when
Well,
you're
you can,
imposter,
like-
you don't question that type of shit. You just go with the flow.
You try and
Oh,
encourage
it's
it.
got, you can load fantasy grounds to help me fill in some of the notes. Possibly.
Okay.
We've got a shitload of.
Is this
What's
a-
happening?
is
What
it-
are we doing?
Is this a filler episode then?
This
that
is a
what we're
filler
doing?
episode. It's like the
Well,
Stargate
It is.
episodes where you see the callbacks to everything else. We've got to get the whole picture and everyone knowing everything and everyone that we know.
I think-
Work it out.
I think last week I was talking with Coins and Jeroen, and there was someone else before that as well.
Me.
Yeah, it was you, right? And we were talking about how about a lot of stuff that we've done and found and seen and investigated. We didn't like connect the dots together.
Yeah. We've got a lot of dots, but none of them are connected.
So we imagined that at the very least we should have a talk about what we've encountered so far and maybe make like an actual strategy on what to do and why and what next, blah blah blah. And we also
Yeah,
all
and-
need to have an intervention with Joe
Yeah.
for him killing everyone and standing in the way of actual knowledge about the campaign.
Are we doing this as a outside of the game chat or an actual inside character talking?
Well,
Either and
a
or.
little bit both.
Well, no,
Right.
because
I think
Because
it
you can't
would
have-
to be in game.
you can't have it because there's certain things that some of us shouldn't know.
Well,
Oh yeah, but there's
Right.
knowing in general, and then your character knowing as well, isn't there? So
don't mind doing it in game. Like if
I-
if that
just so
clears
that
up
I-
the sky, I don't mind.
I don't care which
I-
way, just so long as I know, so I know what to say and what I shouldn't say.
Yeah,
Think of-
I think
yeah.
the best thing would be to do it in game, because then there's like no question about like, okay, do we only know this out of game or do I know
Yeah.
this in game?
Yeah,
That's just like doing this in game is just gonna be the most clear. I mean, for my part, we don't even have to do like voices and shit, but just
Oh,
say
yes, we do.
this in game.
Yes, yes, we do.
We must have voices.
I had a couple of questions for all y'all. For example, does Zuckhead know where the werewolves are?
No.
Not at all, right?
Not
No.
at all. Nope.
Okay.
We know there is a pack of them, but we don't know where.
Right. I just know that there's a pack of them somewhere that are kidnapping children
Wait, how do you know they're kidnapping children? Have I missed that?
because Strahd told me they were kidnapping children.
So I did miss that.
Yeah. It was during each one of our own talks with Strahd after the ball or whatever.
Did he tell you why they were kidnapping?
No. He just said that there was werewolves kidnapping children and he wants to stop. That's pretty much what I got from the only information I got from him about the
And
Related to the
That-
hacks?
Why does he want it stopped?
I don't know.
Why
But
does
he
he
just
even
said
care?
that they're
Because-
kidnapping children and he wants to stop.
because he wants to kill the children for themselves.
It does seem a bit weird.
It's my
Because,
children.
am I right in saying that every soul that dies in this plane gets recycled and comes back again, right?
That's my
Yes.
assumption. Yeah.
Essentially,
Far as we know,
reincarnation.
yes.
So what does it matter if werewolves are killing children? Because surely then they'll just come back. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
another-
Well,
Like the
there
fresh
there is
souls
the
that are brought-
problem.
So does it work that every time somebody dies, a baby is born to replace it?
Well, not necessarily, because then you wouldn't have children without souls.
All right.
Because the ones without souls would have to come from somewhere. I assume that those are like extra. This population growth, basically.
That's
Like,
why
when-
we're
when
brought
this-
into
when this-
As-
upper
when-
numbers souls.
Yeah, I think like when the plane was created, you had like, I don't know, 10,000 people living here, and there's 10,000 souls, and if a population grows after that,
You're gonna have
souls are
you're gonna have empty vessels, aren't you?
gonna
Right.
have empty husks. Yeah,
But
that's how I think it works.
how
Or
many
they are
children,
consumed. That's
how many
also something
children
I'm
have we
thinking.
actually
But also-
seen though, in our travels? Like, has anyone actually noticed that we've hardly seen any children?
Well, there's
Yeah,
the
the
orphans,
orphanage.
which were about
There wasn't.
what was that, like 10 children maybe?
Well, there
Yeah.
was. I think there was 11, but then one fell out of a window.
Wait, DMs, did we see
They
any
survived?
children at the
Really?
Vistani camp?
Yeah, you saw a few children there.
Well, we know there's a
How-
missing Vistani child, right? Because we were
Mhm.
asked to find them, so we know there has to be Vistani children. But for what I'm trying to get at is that we haven't seen many, have we?
Well, there were the two kids at the winery.
Yeah.
That was the family that had kids, and I think it's more like us not necessarily paying attention to it or not asking specifically about it, rather than there aren't any.
I wasn't sure if there was like a significant to it. Do you know?
Like
Yeah,
for,
but
can ask
for
the
some
DM.
more
example,
adventures are brought in, aren't they, to replenish the souls? That's why we've been brought
but-
to this place.
But then the souls are supposed to be reincarnated. So what I'm trying to say is we've murdered quite a few things and people. I wonder what happens to their souls if they just like in a void, waiting to come back, or if
Or
they-
if somebody
already-
holds
Be
on to
interesting,
them.
have a soul.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just curious as to if these souls never get released and they're always being recycled. I wonder where they are.
Well,
Because
that,
that-
The
that's
ghost in
my
the
thoughts.
graveyard reincarnated.
DM,
yeah.
was there a notable, like, as we talk about this and are like talking about children, was there like a noticeable lack of children in general in our travels?
Or we just not asked about it.
Give me a
muted.
second.
Yeah, okay.
did you say?
Well,
give me a second.
it is. You have seen some children, but you don't see a lot of children, and the children you see are usually held indoors. Like when you just arrived in Barovia, in just the Barovia village, you enter the house, and
It was
you s-
abandoned though, wasn't it?
yes, it was abandoned, but you saw like children's apparel and children's stuff around. And in the house in Kresk, you also saw like 6 or 7 children sitting there. You also saw children in the orphanage that were like 8, 9, 10 children there.
It just doesn't seem like a lot compared to the amount of people that live here.
No,
And
you've
there's
seen
a lot
more
of
children.
kidnapping going on as
These
well.
are just the children that I told you about that you noticed at that point.
Oh, right, okay.
So let's say there were children in the village square. There were children walking down the street.
Yeah.
Like
What we're trying to get at is, does it seem like there's a child issue? Like, not many are actually there. Well, obviously not.
no, there are a lot of children around because, as you know, medieval.
So I wonder
Fancy
why Strahd
setting.
cares. Yeah, no conception. I wonder why Strahd cares about children being murdered then. By
You're living that life, Joby.
I
I mean,
take offence to that. I am that life. It just seems strange, doesn't it, that Strahd wants to save some children? It just seems.
I don't know.
Why
Clear
would
up
they care?
until then.
There
Clear
was-
up
I
until
mean-
then. I can go ahead, Nero.
No, go on. Sure. Sorry.
Clear up until then. I didn't think werewolves were even a thing here because nobody has mentioned. Like you would think that somebody would have seen me in my state,
No, because they will
And
die when they see
noticed something. You know what I mean? Like, there's been times where I've buffed out like right outside the village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people have seen us, and it lasts
No one's
for
batted an
it lasts
eyelid, have
an
they?
hour. Right? No one said, "Oh, it's one of those werewolves" or anything like that. So like there was nothing that gave us hints about a werewolf population. You know what I mean?
I didn't.
Isn't Hunters,
to be,
Joe?
To be fair, Joe, like if you saw someone turning into a werewolf, would you go up to them and ask like, "Hey, are you part of the werewolf group that's
No, but you would
kidnapping
think.
kids?"
You would think
no,
they'd be
but like at
villages
some
all
point in
gathering
time, you
together,
would
right?
you, right like
Pitchfork.
when it wears off, for example, like when we were first in Valaki, and we did that nighttime fight with the guards and the vampire squad. You figured there'd be some talk of the town or some whispers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or howling while traveling, or
Well, if
Right.
werewolves were seen in such disregard with stealing and eating children, you would think there'd be a mob after Joe, being the fact that he's shown himself as being
Yeah.
a werewolf, wouldn't you?
Right.
Right.
you had the
You
wolf
figure
head
there'd be
jamboree,
some
didn't you,
sign.
as well?
Yeah. And I think the only wolves we actually seen were the ones that killed me within like 5
Right,
minutes of the
Right.
fucking start of the
Straight
campaign.
into the game, wasn't it?
Right? Straight
Oh,
into the
yeah.
game, I got
You
killed
got
by a
ambushed.
dire wolf, yeah.
Wasn't a werewolf though, was it? That was a
No,
dire
it was just a dire wolf.
Mm.
But I mean,
oh,
like,
okay.
that was like the only sign that I've seen so far of any
Oh.
kind of werewolves or anything.
Yeah, but we've only visited like a really small percentage of the actual land, right? There's
Well-
loads of dense forests. Well, there's loads of like
Oh yeah, okay.
wildlands for us to explore, and you got to think if it is going to be werewolves, they're not going to be living in cities, are they? They're going to be having their own like dens and stuff, right?
Right? I would assume a
Yeah.
cave somewhere.
Because I'm assuming this plane is quite big, right? Like it's not a small place.
One question for the DM: the hunters we met as we entered Valaki. Do I remember correctly that they were talking about dangerous animals around Valaki, and they were like warning us for them or something?
Yeah, they were talking about wolves and dangerous wolves around, and that nobody ever travels outside of Valaki except them.
Yeah, yeah. We haven't seen anyone on the road basically, except people
We've been
looking
out
for a
quite
fight.
few.
Right? The deranged people.
We've been out a few times though, and we still haven't come across them though. Right?
Well, you've seen one of
Yeah,
them,
but we
not outside of town, but
Have we?
We've seen them at least
werewolves?
twice.
yeah.
What
Mm-mm.
werewolves?
No, the hunters.
Oh, so I was talking about the werewolves.
Oh yeah.
Like you would think that we would come across them by now. on the roads and stuff.
DM, we are actually sitting there in the tavern as
Yep.
you positioned us.
Yeah.
Is there anyone paying attention to us?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Do we have
Every-
to worry about eavesdroppers and shit, or have we got this place to ourselves?
As far as you know.
Blindfold on Zuckeed.
We'll know if I have to. We'll know if I have to roll a check.
Are we saying that Joe's caught back up with us, right? Like he's bumped into us in the tavern there.
Yeah, I think we did that at the end of the session, didn't we?
No.
No, he was on
I
the way.
came back.
Yeah.
I came
Oh,
back.
yeah, that was you, yeah.
Joe got released. I only asked because it will change a lot of what will
Can
happen.
actually be said, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm still on the premise that he's been captured by the hags and I have to formulate a rescue plan. So if he's back, then it just changes stuff, that's all.
Well, let's play it out.
Yeah, let's play it out. So,
Hello, Zucked!
Oh, you just sat down at
Hey,
the
guys.
table. Hi.
Nice to see you.
Right?
Cat dragged in.
Do you want to say how he returned, Coins?
a broken man.
Go on,
He
Joe.
returns a broken
Play a
man.
broken man.
Have
Yeah.
a beer.
You have some explaining to do. How come you still have both eyes?
Yes.
I don't
how
know,
do you still
but-
have, how did they not take something from you?
Don't worry, we'll get your eye backs.
He's been sat on that all week, haven't you?
All week, yep, all week.
Oh my god, can I give him my inspiration?
I just gave him extra
Oh.
inspiration.
That put a
That
tear
was
to
good.
my eye.
Right?
But I've got
Considering-
to, I'd like to still try and retrieve my eye if that's okay with everyone.
Well, I don't think I'm in one piece either. Like, I may seem fine, but she kind of sucked out my last breath.
Your last what?
My last breath?
What does that mean?
I had no idea. Like, literally no idea. But
She took my eye.
she took my last breath.
I say we still go back and we
I'm
vanquish.
assuming I don't have 9 lives no more.
Oh, my dear friend, you've used at least 7 of them since I've known you.
DM, could I do like some type of check on Zucked to see if I can detect anything medical or magical that happened to him?
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Woo! 23.
Boom.
You you can tell that something is missing. Like
His last breath.
with your healing, like, you know how to heal somebody, and you know that if you would heal him, there's a part of him that you cannot return.
In the sense that he cannot come back to max health, or like there's just this part of him that's out of reach. so to
There's
say?
just a part of him that's out of reach for your healing. Like he may seem fine, but there will be something missing from him.
His dress
Oh.
sense.
You don't know what,
Amazing.
No.
but something is not right.
Yeah. Well, like I hover hand over Zucked.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Well, yes. It seems in some kind of magical or divine sense there was part of you was taken, Zucked.
What did they
Yeah,
say?
she did kind of suck out my breath
What did they say? Why did they take it?
because Strahd told him to.
What Strahd was there?
Yeah, he showed up to humiliate me some more. I called out for him because I didn't think they actually planned on releasing me after you left.
They said for me to bring back the 2 children, or 2
Yeah, but I
children
think
of
they
equal value.
I think they meant to kill me anyways. So I called for Strahd. And he saved me, and of course he belittled me a little bit more, like he always does.
Does it not concern you though that Strahd is taking an interest in you so much? Like, do you think that there's a reason for this?
Probably sees my powers.
He could like
Yep.
destroy you in an instant. I mean, seriously, why is Strahd taking such an interest in you?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Can I do an insight check on him to see?
I
if
was
he's
about to say the same thing.
Sure,
lying? Am I allowed to?
sure.
Insight check.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm still trying to find it. There it is. Oh, for the love of Christ!
So Joe, tell me, tell them. Are you lying or just telling the truth?
No, I really don't know why he's taking such an interest in me. I'm the most harshest person to him, and maybe that's what it is. Like, he's so like everybody around is so afraid of him in this realm. Like everybody is so terrified of him. I don't give a fuck, and I
Why?
think maybe he likes the fact that I don't give a fuck, and like that he has somebody who's always constantly, you know, going after him. Even when he saved my life twice, I was still, you know, talking shit to him. And like, I think that he likes that because everybody else is just so afraid of him, and no one talks to him the way I do. And I think he, I don't know, generally just
No.
think he likes the way that I talk to him because I don't put up with his shit.
It's not just that though, it's also the fact that we all have a task that needs to be completed.
But why can't Strahd do these tasks himself?
Yeah.
Surely he has the power
Yeah.
and the influence to do anything he wants in this realm. Why does he
Honor.
need us? Honor for what?
Well, he's a duty-bound person,
Right? He is an
Yeah,
honorable
diaries.
man.
so he needs to appear honourable, so it's all underhand.
Do you think he
Mhm.
just wants to appear honourable? Because if that's the case, then he's not an honourable person by getting us to do his dirty work.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
And
you an honourable person, does it? Just because
stealing
you want to
daughters.
it doesn't strike me that he cares about honor. Like, I don't understand why he's trying to get us to do these tasks for him. Like, is it because he's physically unable to do them? Is it something
There's probably a
preventing
fool's
him?
errand.
Has anyone considered that these tasks that he's giving us are the things that are bounding him to this plane? Like, if we complete these tasks, how do we know this won't lift the fog and allow him to escape?
Well, I have
Well,
a
if it lets us
sidestepping
get out, then
idea.
yeah.
I have a sidestepping idea from that, Joby. Like, what
Bax.
if the
Who's Joby?
oh, sorry, Bax. If it's not necessarily the goal of the tasks that are helping him, but more us keeping from doing what we would do if we would not have those tasks. Like, it's
Yeah,
have a
no, I
feeling like
understand that. You think he's trying to keep us busy?
yeah, because there's always like a time pressure on stuff, and apparently when we fail, it doesn't really matter.
Well, not that we are
Right.
aware that it matters, right?
So what's everyone's task then?
No, but I mean, like,
I have-
Irina was this big thing, and then we accidentally put her in a place where he cannot reach her, and now we have new tasks that are equally important for some reason. Like,
Right.
it's weird.
But he's had all this time, like centuries, to prepare. How do we know that he doesn't have contingencies for everything? Maybe there is an end goal for him wanting to leave this place, and in doing so, maybe there's multiple roads to get there.
Maybe he can find love elsewhere.
I don't know if it's so much about love, but if you were trapped in a plane for eternity, would you not want to find a way out? What's with the dabbing?
I wanted to get it on the picture. I don't know the guy at the time. Why.
Wait, do it again.
But
Jeroen.
did you not? Do you not? Oh god, everyone
Do
dab.
it again, do it
Do you not think though that maybe these tasks that he's giving us might aid him in some way and diminish our chances of
Yeah.
of resolving whatever it is? Because
Yeah.
I, for one, I want to put an end to his reign, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that I want to kill him. 'Cause
Right.
Surely there are other ways
means-
for us to complete this task of helping these people.
We've got to give him Irina then.
Well, not
That's the
necessarily.
only-
Right. I mean, that would have saved it all. Just giving him Irina.
How about we find a way of making him mortal?
Like, what would have
Well-
happened if we didn't hide Irina and
Well,
we just gave her to him when we left Barovia at the beginning.
I don't think I was with you. Me and Killian were with you at that point.
You have to consider that basically we're eliminating all our potential allies that could rise up against him.
But do you think numbers are really going to help against a creature as powerful as Strahd?
we need to
Like,
prepare for it. just in
Let's be
case.
realistic. He has his defenses at that castle that we saw firsthand are more than a match for any militia that we could raise.
Yeah,
like,
but the militia could distract him while we slip past.
Right. Exactly. We could just
But
sneak
how does
past.
that-
But
But
What-
how would that make us better than Strahd if we sacrifice innocent lives just to give us the opportunity to get closer to him?
Well, are we better than Strahd? We're just merely
Right?
trying to get out.
I'm better than Strahd.
we came to this plane and just started murdering people.
No,
Well, some of
you
us
came.
did.
You came to this plane. I came to this plane on a holy mission from God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, what
but
was
things
your
have
what was your
changed.
task that was given to you by Strahd?
That's a really good question, and I'm just following orders from Killian, so I'll let him tell you.
Well, what were your
Each one of us got our
What-
own unique one.
in your private meeting? What?
Oh,
which
no, I
task
meant
did
what
you
was the-
get?
I meant, what was our task for coming here in the first place?
Oh, to retrieve the Sun Sword for the Order.
See, we didn't come here to murder people. The task that Strahd has asked me to complete on his behalf was to chop down the tree at Yesterhill. Now, that to me is an ancient tree. Now, why would he want to chop down the tree? He could do that himself. He could order his minions to do that.
Is that the tree that had the axe in it?
It was. Maybe it's one
Wasn't
of the
it
things.
tree that looked like Strahd.
No, there was an effigy of Strahd made out of straw. The tree is where me and Suckid fell at after
Ah,
my
yes, I
heroic
never-
attempt
I never got to
of
see
trying.
that tree.
No, after the heroic attempt of trying to save his life on multiple occasions that day. But why? I don't understand why Strahd needs me to do this task when he clearly has the means and capability and the manpower to do it himself.
I'm wondering if he's actually asleep and there are like pseudo Strahds running around doing chores, but he's like regaining power or something.
He has shown us that he is capable of inflicting physical damage on people. Look what he did to Father Donovan in front of your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He ripped out his throat. Now that is not done in a
Evolution.
solution. Sorry, that isn't a sleep walking thing. That isn't a manifestation of an apparition. That is a physical being.
Well,
But
but
you got to figure at the end of the day, he's just a vampire, like literally.
But
End of the
he is
day.
an
Just a
ancient
vampire.
vampire who has had the rule and domain of this entire plane as his plaything for more time than any of us would ever see in our lifetimes combined.
Yeah, but when I think of him, I think of Marcus from Underworld. Like they don't have like too vast array of powers.
Strahd
You know what I mean?
seems to have
They can
endless-
all be killed by a stake in the heart. Even Strahd, just a stake in the heart, literally.
not arguing.
I don't think half this power that comes from this place is
But
all
he
Strahd.
But he is feared amongst everyone here. We haven't come across a single person that doesn't fear him.
Because he's a commander and lord, isn't he?
He can
He's
go
got
and chop
powerful
down-
minions.
Exactly. He could go and chop down a tree with impunity. No one's going to stop him. So why does he need one of us to do it?
the question we have to ask is who put the axe in the tree?
Right?
The bigger question is what that tree is to begin with, not who put the axe in it. Like, why is that tree important?
Well, I saw the tree. Like, the tree is definitely alive in a sense because it's what brought me back at the beginning of this campaign.
Wait, you were brought back. You were brought back to life.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, one of my friends that is not here anymore.
Are you still salty about this, by the way? Just out of interest.
No. Well, Seraphim is, but I'm not.
Sorry. Yeah. What happened? What happened? How did you come? How were you brought back to life?
Um, uh, as Seraphim died, he saw this tree, um, god type figure, and basically heard, "You owe me one," and then got brought back to life.
So you think, as being a powerful individual such as yourself, that this tree was a god manifestation on this plane?
I'm questioning whether the tree is the god figure of death that apparently gave Strahd his powers.
So chopping down this tree could essentially destroy this god on this plane.
That's my running theory with not much evidence, but like there's a relationship between those two.
So would it not be wise for us not to chop the tree down?
Yeah,
Like
we should
if,
get to know what it does and what it is.
but then who do we ask?
The tree.
Who would? Yeah, but how would you know the tree would tell you the truth?
Well, we only got into battle when we started. Well, when Zucker had started a fire on the effigy. Like that was the moment that shit went down. So maybe we could have investigated a little bit further if not for damaging property.
No, it didn't go down when we set light. It kicked off when we entered the area.
No. I went in there and I walked away when I noticed that Zucket was going to torch the thing.
Oh,
And
I
then
thought,
everyone
I thought the
came
fight
out of the
started.
ground.
Oh, I thought the start fight as we were
No,
entering.
no,
so-
no.
But the area should be clear now.
No, but the area was guarded. We did sneak up onto the top, so we shouldn't have been there. It wasn't like we had a warm welcome.
Right. I mean,
There
there's people
was
there
a
already.
patrol, wasn't there, going around the edge of berserkers? I think.
Well, we could go
What were-
from the other side because
We could, yeah, because that's where the tree was.
yeah, the
Oh.
other side was
Me and
slightly.
Suckid found the tree on the far side, on the opposite side where we entered with the cart. There's no reason why we can't swing around and come in from that side. However, it was heavily defended. There were at least 10 to 15. What was it? Blights there, twig blights that were in
Yeah.
that area. So
Yeah.
I don't think, for all we know, that might be what's spawning the blights in the first place. Because it would track, wouldn't it? It'd stick people in a big ass tree.
Also, the tree was. We got there because the tree came. I assume walking in from the winery, right? There was this big beaten down path through the forest with something that was huge.
But we never tracked that down. We never actually.
Yeah, I don't think that was the same thing.
It might have been something else. We
The
never
DM
got to that point, did we?
DM, did the tracks from the winery? They did go up the hill of the tree, right?
The tracks from the winery, they did not go up the hill. No, the tracks
went
from the
to the side,
winery,
didn't
they went to the towards the road to Valaki,
Huh?
What, away from Yesterhill?
away from Yester Hill. Yeah.
So it might not have been that in the first place.
Right. I don't think that tree. I don't think the huge monstrous thing that I saw. That
Oh,
carved its
the
own
tracks
path-
from the huge tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Those went back to Yester Hill. I thought you were making the tracks after you came there and everybody that you
was
saw
on
was dead.
fire.
It was a
Yeah.
fire, yeah. Then there were other tracks going back to where you came.
So we
Yeah.
could surmise that the tracks from the winery were in fact made by the big tree, or at least it went in that
Well,
direction.
something huge.
Did Seraphim actually get a look at the tree, like a good look at the tree? Because you were on the other side of the hill at the time.
Well, I did question the DM whether I recognized the tree,
Right.
but it was not completely conclusive. It did look alike, but I could not surmise that it was exactly the same.
Right. So it might not be exactly the same tree.
Yeah.
But we ideally need to find someone like a historian who might have more knowledge of what's actually like what Yester Hill was used for, say, because that was definitely some sort of ritual place, which we have no idea why. You know, why was it built? Who mans it? You know, what was the purpose of it? And if there's some sort of tie-in with the tree. And that's just one. That's just my task, like, to destroy the tree. What was the rest of yours? Like,
The windmill
what about the windmill?
to get rid of the hags.
So Strahd tasked you with actually dispatching the hags,
Yes.
and Sucky just come back and said that Strahd released him from the hags. So why couldn't Strahd just kill the hags himself there and then? They clearly afraid of him because they listened to
Yeah.
him.
That's weird.
What
He's probably just bored. Like, he likes to have his fun by giving orders to people and
Yeah, we're twice.
seeing
All right.
like how will they perform, and it's probably a lot more fun for him to just like order people around and look like the big scary vampire who's gonna eat all your children, and rather than just like take care of the problems himself.
Do you think then his
'Cause
power comes from ordering others rather than actually from himself?
No, I think ordering others is a manifestation of his powers. It's just
What did he ask you to do?
he asked me to get the gem from the winery, well, the one that the druids stole, to get that back from the druids. And I think, yeah, after living that long, it's just not interesting for him anymore to do things himself, because he knows that he can do it without problem, and he knows that he probably can just ask these druids for the gem back.
Did he
And-
tell you
and
what the
they'll
gem was
probably-
for?
Were they the druids also at the arena at Yesterhill, or were they different? They're also druids, right?
Might have been where they came from when they launched their attack against the winery.
Yeah, but that's the weird thing. Like, he wants us to, like Jeroen says, he wants us to retrieve the gem from the druids, but apparently he's free to roam there.
Did you guys ask why you were at the winery, why they had the gem in the first place?
It was to grow the plants.
Yeah, it made the plants grow faster.
Yeah, they could
Or
make
bigger,
wine
or-
like
yeah.
in a week or in a few days instead of months and months and months.
I was just asking for Bax's sake because, you know, I didn't have
Yeah,
information,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we went there.
What is like the latest information we have on the locations of the gems? So one is in the hands of the druids.
How many are there?
3, I believe.
Yeah, 3.
What, 3 are needed to make them work, or
No.
each one does something different?
Well, they work by themselves. I don't know if they do anything different necessarily. Don't think we've heard anything about that.
What was Joe's task then? If yours was the windmill and mine was the tree and your own was the...
Mine was to stop the werewolves.
You have to stop the werewolves. And what about you, Killian?
Destroy the paladin. Silver.
He wants you to destroy the paladins.
Yes.
Did he say why?
So you'd find a rightful successor.
A rightful successor for what? To take over from him?
Yeah.
So if you vanquish them, you then become a candidate.
Yes,
Become
but
successor.
I don't believe the devil.
We can't destroy the paladins. Because they're probably the strongest allies we're going to have here.
Well, I mean, they're dead anyways.
That's like, am I misremembering that they were undead?
Yeah, they're undead. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they still can't help us.
Yeah, but who told you they were undead?
Somebody in Balaki.
I think there's this the order, isn't it? No, were they undead? I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I
remember.
thought they were
Being-
No, I don't
undead or
remember that.
fallen paladins.
Being
Yeah,
joked.
because we asked somebody in Balaki, and I don't remember exactly who in Balaki, but
They,
Wait,
we
they
asked
broke-
one of them, and they said that's the place where the undead paladins are.
Wasn't
the-
that
The dead
facility?
people who were very angry at Strahd.
The
That's
DM
what it
is
was.
nodding. Vasily told us
Yeah.
that.
I knew
That's
somebody did, but
No, but
Vasily-
Strahd basically did.
Strahd was Vasily.
yeah. So
So that might
basically,
be a lie.
he let us know that they're undead, people who live there that are really angry at Strahd.
If the paladins were really undead, then I'm pretty sure
They're
they
not
would
going to
take
help us.
they would take their own lives because paladins don't do undead.
I mean,
Undead.
unless they're just not aware anymore.
Yeah.
They're just paladins that have, like, I believe that if you turn undead, you don't remember who you were, and you become just like this new entity. So that if paladins become undead, they're just as undead as you or me would be, and they wouldn't remember their paladin oaths. They probably don't have their 2 paladin powers anymore. They're just like still like strong warriors with all their gear and stuff, but I don't think they have like
but then why would
power from
Strahd
God
care?
anymore.
But why would Strahd care then if they were just nobodies? Because to a vampire, a paladin is quite an unhealthy thing to have around you.
They're still a group of warriors.
Yeah, but that
Does- Yeah, they lost a big part of their power, sure, but not all of it.
I'm not sure how much stock I would take into knowing that they're undead from Strahd himself, because that might just be a ploy to encourage us to go and to annihilate them, right? But I'd know within a couple of seconds upon meeting them whether or not they're undead, because I'd be able to tell like instantly.
I'd like to like get all the info by subject that we know of already. So
Okay, the gems locations are in Berez Swamp, one's in Yesterhill, and we don't know the location of the third.
Oh wait, one's in the tree, right in the eye. It was, and then it wasn't.
wait,
It was, and
No, that-
then it flashed and it
Then it
disappeared.
disappeared. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's the one at Yesterhill.
I don't think it's at Yesterhill anymore.
That's me.
okay, so one is with the druids, one is at Beres Swamp. Do the people of the winery still have it?
No,
No,
the
it's stolen
druids
from
came
them.
and they took the ones
that's
that
the
the
stolen
Yesterhill
one, yes.
took it. Okay. So there's still a third one outstanding then somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, and so
Maybe the
with
hacks have it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Strahd already had the third one in his treasury.
But have we
Did we
named all our
maybe-
tasks, right? We've all named off what we've been asked to do by Strahd, yeah?
yeah,
Mhm.
And only one of those was to retrieve a gem.
Yes.
yeah.
What makes you think that
And
he may even have two? Because the one at Yesterhill, that was there at the beginning of the Strahd encounter and then
perhaps,
was gone.
perhaps.
Maybe he's already collected it,
perhaps.
meaning he only needs one more. Do we want him to have all three?
No. Because it seems like it's one of the few things that's actually giving life in this area.
Right? I
But
mean, the
we're-
green is causing plant growth, so
Yeah, but we've seen lots of children, right? So it's not like this place is not able to give life, right?
I
Well,
mean,
we've seen
like
lots
it's
of children
stimulating
without souls.
life. Bax, are these paladins of the same order as you are?
No, I don't
What
believe
is what is the order called? Does anyone know?
the order. Their order.
Yeah.
We did have
The
that.
white something?
The Order of the Silver Dragon.
That's the
Yep.
one.
Silver Dragon.
That's
DM.
not to say that we wouldn't have associated with them at some point. There are lots of different houses of paladins.
DM. Does the Order of the Silver Dragon, does that ring a bell for any one of us, or like from what we encountered so far in this land?
For
Do we
anyone
recognise
alive,
them?
for anyone alive at this moment, no.
Nope.
Anyone-
Other than
any-
the fact that Irina told us about them in the blue water.
Anyone
What did she
dead?
say?
No, she told someone that's dead.
Who was dead?
She told us we were all there. Well, not all of us, but some
Yeah,
of
she
the
told
originals were there.
Faustus.
What did she say
told
then?
Faustus in the attic.
Ah,
Well,
you got-
no,
you-
dead men don't speak.
Here you go.
No, but Joe, what did you hear her say about it then?
Well, I was pretty sure we were all there.
And what did she say
when
then?
they were talking about it, and she said she kept having a dream with some paladin in it that had the shirt on or whatever, the crest on his chest.
Yeah.
She didn't actually say like,
It was a paladin.
yeah. She didn't say. She just said that she kept having this dream about these people with this silver crest on their shirt. You know what I mean?
Wait a
And
second.
I vaguely remember that.
What is Strahd's brother called again?
Sergey.
Sergey.
Was Sergey wearing any insignia when we saw him at the lake?
I thought he was just a body of water, like a.
Sergei was a cleric.
Yeah, but he might have been part of the same order. is
Yeah,
what-
that's what I'm
is
asking.
what Seraphim's trying to get at.
Yeah. So, like, was he wearing a uniform in his, like, spooky shape?
In his spooky shape.
I'll allow it.
Did you not rip off his
Y-
mask?
You're muted, DM.
I'll allow it.
What?
I'll allow it. Like, yeah, sure. He was wearing full military regalia.
Yeah, but
With
was
the
there like
insignia.
insignia that we would recognize? Like, was there a silver dragon on it, or?
There was nothing that you could recognize, but I would surmise that maybe you would have. You know what? Do a retroactive investigation check.
22.
With a 22, you know that he did have a few insignias, and one of them looked like a dragon, but you're not sure.
Do you think that maybe he was part of that order?
Well,
And Strahd wants it destroyed because to erase any former reminders of what he's done.
Right. Of his brother, yeah.
Could well be, right?
also, did we read anything in the book about the silver dragon? Does anyone remember?
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
think so.
I don't remember any mention of them. But it still all comes down to like what is it we're all hoping to achieve? Because me and Killian have our own task that we're trying to complete, and you guys,
I want out now.
you guys are trying to achieve what? What is it we're actually? Because we need a destination, right? If we're going to continue questing together, we need to have a set target that we're trying to achieve. What is it? Are we trying to kill Strahd? Are we trying to release Strahd? Are we trying to help Strahd? Are we trying to usurp Strahd? What is it that you guys want to do?
Start with you, Doom.
Well, before we go into that, I need to show you guys something.
If it's a rash, I'm not interested.
No, and I lift up my shirt like this, and I show a big round eye on my shoulder.
Well, you just
Can
showing
I
off.
do a
You have,
medicine check to see what the fuck that is?
have you got an extra eye? Can I have it?
You're welcome to have it.
The eye is like moving on its own accord, but it has like a milky film over it. So you could surmise that it's not really seeing anything. It's just like an eye, an extra eye, that's moving around.
How did you come by this? Is this normal for your race?
I don't believe so. Nobody ever told me about this. But I got this, well, and one on my leg that I would rather not show. I had a dream in which I visited some temple to the south. You guys remember that I now have the power to climb walls and ceilings and shit?
Mm-hmm.
I had
I-
noticed.
that came alongside with the eye.
Do you know what it does?
Nope. But since we're suspecting someone of giving back information to Strahd,
Do you think that's what Strahd's using to spy on Sugged? When
It's okay.
Suckett feels like he's being watched.
I start looking for extra eyeballs.
No, you know that sometimes you feel that you're being watched, Suckett. Do you
Yeah,
think maybe
sometimes
it's
I
from
feel
the
like
eye? Do you
it
think
could be that eye watching me, but
or eyes? There's two of them.
But did you get that feeling before Krisk? Because this was only the
the,
night
the,
we
the
spent in
first
Krisk.
time I got that feeling was when we went to Von Ritzen's tower.
Which was after.
That was
after Quest.
before Krisk. No,
that?
was it?
No, it was
Yes.
after because we got the cart, didn't we?
Yeah, when we went to
Did
the
we?
Von
before
Ritzen's
Quest.
tower, that was the very first time we were looking for Rictavio.
Yeah, it was before that we did that.
That was
Already
before Krisk,
surmised
right?
that.
No, we took the cart to Kresk from the tower.
Yeah, so we did Quest after when Suckett was feeling watched, so it couldn't have been that.
No, because if you just said, like, first we got to the tower, he had the feeling there, then we went to Kresk with the cart.
But then that's the point that Trish got the eye at Kresk,
Right.
which
Trish
means
got the
it,
eye.
might have been,
Ah,
it could have
yeah.
been that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it
yeah.
could have been
Oh,
that
I'm with you
feeling.
now.
Have we tried?
So
do
it's-
you want to try cutting them out?
Do you, if you have some bandages to do it, I was thinking about like maybe burning it, but
We
I
have.
don't know.
Check on it again, DM. If I may, Trish, I can investigate if it's magical or not.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, I'll be honest. I've been getting a sense of not very good feelings from you whenever I do my divine sense. Was this
Amor.
is this from birth or is this a new kind of?
I think that I think that's connected. Because there's this voice telling me to go back to this temple.
Does it say what for?
Not really.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I've seen anything like it before?
I'd like
'Cause
to.
I've seen weird shit in my time.
I'd like to do the same thing as with Zucket to see if it's magical, medical.
Sure.
I just did an investigation.
What kind of check, DM?
If you want to see if it's magical, it should be an Arcana check.
Well,
so
I just want to determine the nature of, like,
I wanna
the
see-
eye, whether or not it's like either one.
Yeah, it could be.
glad we're not doing combat.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think that you're checking this out, and it doesn't look like it's something magical. It almost looks supernatural.
Oh yeah.
Is there a difference?
Is it a human eye?
It looks humanish.
Humanoid.
there any
Humanoid, yeah.
Are there any markings around the eye?
No.
So it's just literally an eye
Yeah, just an eye looking around.
with an eyelid or
Yeah,
anything like that?
looking around, blinking, everything.
This is
hurt when you touch it, Trish. When you poke it in the eye.
Does it burn when you pee?
Yeah, because that's something that I was going to try at some point when I was alone, but I never got the time to do it. So I look away, and I'm gonna like poke that eye.
And it feels like it feels like there's something there, and it's like almost like the feeling that you are like, almost numb from the dentist, but not fully anymore. So you bite it, and it doesn't feel, and like a few seconds later, like it feels weird. Like it doesn't hurt, but it feels icky and unnatural, and like something is on your body that shouldn't be there.
Maybe it's worth us going to this temple.
I'd advise against it,
Why?
because I too have been to this temple.
When have you ever been to this temple?
I had the same dream the same night.
What happened in your
You-
dream?
Have you noticed that I'm a lot stronger lately? I can just rip doors off their hinges.
I've
I
noticed.
did notice that.
I've noticed you've been more of a dick lately.
Yes. That's why I'd advise against getting rid of those eyes on Trish, because every new power that we gain comes with a price.
Do,
I
do,
no
do
longer
you
feel
have a
empathy.
better idea? Do you have a better idea what the price or what, no, why all of this is? I don't know.
Well, with the chat I had with the, let's just call them sort of dark power.
Did you accept this gift, or was it just forced upon you?
Let's just say I tried to go for the exit, and it was in my best interest not to leave.
Ah, I accepted it.
Does anyone else get the feeling that there's a lot of things trying to interfere with what we're trying to achieve?
Oh hell yes.
Like everywhere we go, or every time somebody opens their mouth, somebody seems to be interfering with our tasks. Either giving us powers, taking eyes, sending us on errands. I
Giving
know,
eyes.
giving eyes. I mean, why is everyone so interested in what we're doing? Why are we important? Has anyone considered that maybe this is a virtual construct and we're all just part of a program?
It's the fucking Matrix.
What's a program? What's
It
what's
just
virtual?
it just seems really strange that everyone seems to be always interested in what we're doing.
Well, it's a constructed plane of existence.
But constructed for us?
No, for Strahd, it's his playing ground. He is the king of the lands because he made a deal.
But I don't understand why it so ties in heavily with us. What makes us more important than everyone else?
Well,
Because we're the only
Because
ones
Strahd
we're
poking
brought
his,
us
around.
here.
Because what?
we're
Sorry.
his shiny new toys.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
because
we
we're
are.
the only ones running around poking around and shit. You know, we're asking questions. We're killing daddies. Nobody else is out here doing this kind of stuff, or at least nobody that we've heard about so far. I mean,
And
of
also,
course, we're going to
Not
draw
not
attention to ourselves everywhere we go.
not at the same time, but there have been adventures before.
Right,
I'm
before,
Many.
assuming
yeah.
I'm
We've
assuming
come
Strahd
across.
just pulls in parties at a time and kills them off slowly, or like sets some tasks until they fail and die,
And
and then he
obviously,
gets a new party.
And yet,
right?
Volition has survived a long time.
But
Yeah, but he
obviously,
was
there's
already
other
there
things
when
at
it
play
started.
too.
Like he was brought in here with Strahd. Like he's one of the OGs of the country here.
I just don't understand what it is what we're trying to achieve. As I said before, the whole I thing. What is it as a group or as a war band? Because that's what we are. What is it we're trying to achieve? What is our end goal?
Well,
To get out
most
of
of us woke up here, and some of y'all want to go, but there's only a few ways to go.
Is
One
that
of
what
those
rob some
ways would
money
be to
and pay
get
with the
all the
snow.
potions and yeah, to get the money and get the potions and get out,
is that what you're trying to achieve?
or
Escape.
get Strahd out.
Is that what you're trying to achieve then? You want to escape.
I don't know. Now that I don't have my brother and stuff, escaping, I don't have a life plan anymore.
This is what I'm trying to understand from each of you. What is it that you're trying to get out of this?
I don't know. I've
Well,
had a good mind taken over.
Every battle we've walked into, we've almost died.
Right.
So
But that still doesn't answer my question. What is it that you want to achieve from this, Killian? Where is
get
it
away from this place.
you want
Like
to escape?
survive.
yeah,
What-
same goes for me with the exception that I have a feeling that if we go away, Strahd might still have a hold onto us, and I think we have to solve the whole curse of Strahd before we can actually choose to stay or leave.
But what is this curse that you speak of?
Well, I think the relationship between Strahd and Irina is one where he keeps trying to get her and she keeps trying to get away, and if she comes to him, she dies, and the whole joke starts from the start again. Like it's a loop.
So we give her the potion and then we escort her out.
Well, most of us have died in one shape or form, and I think that Strahd has, um, how do you say? I think he, in a way, he has planted a seed in all of us to keep track of us, to influence us, to. I think if we just take the potion and leave, we might not get rid of Strahd. We
What
might get out of here, but not get rid of Strahd.
we also might loop back.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about you, Trish? What is it that you hope to achieve?
You know, I don't know anymore. I wanted to just get out of here when I got here, but now I'm not sure if I care anymore.
We could rule together.
What, care about leaving, or just care about anything?
Care about, yeah, in general.
Do you not
We
think
could
that
rule
we?
together, Trish.
Do you not think that we would be stronger as a party if we had a common goal? If we all had the same destination in mind,
Well,
rather than independent?
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
one thing that I think I might relate to Bax, and that is that um, the my goddess of Selene, she is not present in these lands, and so far the gods that we've heard about are either not present or not very nice when when we learn about them.
But
I have a feeling that even the gods that are supposed to be here are tainted in a way. So I think it would fit Seraphim. Like he would want to bring like the good of like the gods back to this place. Like not
was,
leave these people without good influences.
do you? Am I right in saying that this place was used to be part of the main plane, and then it was like shifted to another plane,
Yeah.
right? So maybe in solving this curse of Strahd, we would then push it back into the normal plane, thus bringing back the good.
Yeah.
Which is totally on par with what a paladin would want to do, by the way.
Oh, this is what I want to do. I've noticed I've asked all of you, but my aim is to bring good back to these people. And these people are live. What they're doing is not living. And
No, exactly.
I don't agree with it at all. And I will
So
die trying to right this in terrible justice.
one way or another, we all do have a common goal,
To,
which either way, I'm assuming is going to end with Strahd being out of power one way or another.
Yeah.
but my argument is that we need to know what that way is going to be, so that we're all working towards the same goal. If you want to
Well,
if you want to remove him from power by removing him from existence, fine. If you want to remove him from power by helping him achieve whatever it is he's trying to achieve, then fine. But we
well,
need
why don't we just work towards that goal and just play it by ear when we get to that part?
because I feel we're at a crucial point that our decisions that we make now are going to heavily impact which path we can take.
Not
Because if
just
we
that
start,
my applying it by ear is not working.
if we're going to try and help him,
Mm.
if we try and do the task that he set us, it might make it harder for us to kill him. If we don't do the task that he set us, it might make it easier to kill him. Like
Well,
we have to have a go, and we have to decide.
what
where
if we go? What if we find those tasks and instead of actually doing what he wants us to, we just investigate and figure out why it's there? Like, for example, the tree. We can go. There's nothing stopping us from going to visit that tree and just checking it out, and
Yeah.
Your flights.
you know what I mean.
Well,
Just going from there.
there is though, because if we want to do these tasks, uh, keeping it open as an option. I'm not saying that's what we definitely want to do, but keeping it open as an option. He gave us a week to do it, so we still have 6 days, 5 days,
5 days.
5 days to do it. If we would need to get to all of these places, like we get to the tree and we get to the swamp and we find out where the werewolves live and we find out where the paladins are, and we would have to visit all of those places, I think that would take us more than half of our allotted time. And
But
I don't think we would have the time to go back and actually do all of these quests.
but we could at least
So
investigate one though, right? And then see We could make a decision at that
okay.
point, and then if we say, well, obviously it's going to benefit Strahd, then we know that the others will probably do the same, right?
And also
Right.
just
Fair enough.
decide
Fair enough.
we're not going to help Strahd anymore.
Well,
that's-
for
that's-
example, we're all in Valaki. We could, the paladin place is only like an hour hike from here.
Yeah, but
We
if
could
get the
always
gem-
go.
Do we know that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
we know that.
A couple of hours at most.
Yep. Yeah,
we could actually even get horses.
but
I
it,
don't know
but
why.
it's literally like right outside the city.
If we actually had better transportation, like we could get to places a lot quicker.
Where-
Like
where-
I have Gary.
Where would we get horses?
Well, this is a fair sized town. Surely there must be stables.
Yeah, there's the civil war going on inside town
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Can't say I've seen any.
Have you looked for any?
No.
Do we know of any stables in town? Because me and Killian's lived here for quite some time.
No,
we
you
don't
don't know. You don't know of any stable, but you do know that there is a sort of scrapyard thing. Maybe you can find something there.
Yeah, well,
Maybe we
there's
can make like a
scrapyard
chariot or something.
there's this scrapyard that we could essentially get ourselves a cart, another cart, and thus it would increase our traveling time. Because as Trish has said, we have got a time restraint and we have got a lot of things on our plate. And if we hope
Yeah,
to
we
achieve,
Gems, high
even if
priority though, because he's got 2 already. So
what's that say?
if we were under the assumption that Strahd now has 2 of the 3 gems, we need to get to the 3rd gem before he does.
Well, no,
We
but
need
he's
to get to
tasked us.
Perez.
He's tasked us with getting the 3rd gem. So
Yeah, that's why we get the gem and we hide it.
yeah, but what I mean is that it doesn't have to be done first per se, because
No,
he's
but
tasked
what
us with
happens
it.
if he gets the 3rd gem though?
But he's
Yeah, I
not
know
looking
he's,
at
ta-
it.
I know he's
tasked-
tasked us, but he tasked us to get the gem from yesterday. Well, good
and we
yesterday.
failed. Yeah, but he didn't take it until we failed to do it.
Yeah,
and we
but
don't
every
even know if
task
he
we've
did
been on
take it.
so far, he's intervened, and all of a sudden he seems to be very friendly with what his task is. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like we need to like put a fork in these tasks. Instead of doing the task correctly, we get what he wants from the task, and we just basically
Well,
do
surely
the opposite of what we should be doing. Like basically grab the gem,
Wait,
hide it somewhere. and
surely
so
the
we
paladin
can't
should
get
be
it.
the should be the first stop, because it's the first thing we're going to pass on our way to the marshes.
well, wait. If
The time.
we take the conversation one level higher, like I think what we need to do in general is to understand a couple of questions. Like, why is Strahd asking us to do these things? What is the origin of Strahd's power? Because it's supposedly lies somewhere in these lands, and if we understand where his power comes from, we can deal with it. So, like, if we know why he is asking us, and what the origin of his power is, or the origin of his weakness is, we have like a lot more reason to go somewhere. So, for example, I think the Paladin's Temple is a good idea because we have no clue what's there. But also, if we go to Beres Swamp, we can retrieve the one weapon that supposedly he is very weak to. And I think those 2 places we haven't even looked at, and we could learn potentially a lot more about Strahd and what is happening.
But it's like Tricia said, it's time constraint on everything that we do, right? Do you think it might be worth us splitting up and dividing and taking 2 parties to try and cover more ground?
Well, the thing is, this is the 3rd time already that Strahd has put us under time pressure. Like, I'm not even certain that he's gonna do anything about it if we just say, oops, we failed.
Do you want to row
He's got
those
all
dice?
the time. Yeah, but he's got all the time in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he's
what
an
is he in a rush
important-
for?
Yeah, but the point is that he's tasked us with something, and we're not sure if at the end of that, maybe this is his game that he plays, right? He's done this before with other adventurers. How do we know that that's not the time he's decided, okay, that's how long I'm going to give every group that comes in here and see how far each of these groups get?
Well,
Just
there's
to
an-
interject here, just to interject, what did he give a time constraint for?
7 days, bring Irina back to Ravenloft.
No.
Oh.
I
That's the only time constraint he gave you, not the other tasks. The other tasks
Yeah,
are
that's
at your leisure.
But-
the only
but
time
the
constraint
idea-
was 7 days for Irina
For
to get Irina back, and as interest von Richten.
But the thing is that surely then we would want to try and complete as much in those 7 days as we possibly can before we
Especially while we're out and
confront him
about.
again.
If we
Before we confront
if
him
we
again.
decide that if we decide that that's in our interest.
But we won't know until we actually do one of these things, right? Just to see what it is, because surely one will probably link to the others. So if one is beneficial to Strahd, they're all going to be beneficial. If one's going to be negative to Strahd, then they're all going to be negative, right?
Well, there are never going to be negative, because he's
No, I mean
asking us
negative
to
as
do it.
in what I mean is negative not doing it. Like until we get there and know which way it's going to play, it's either going to help him or it's not, right?
The problem is we might not even get to know.
But we won't know until we actually try.
No, no, no. But what I mean is, if we take our own plans about learning what is going on, instead of every time relating whatever we do to Strahd, because he is distracting us. So if we just draw out our own plan, and when Strahd comes and says, well, 7 days have passed, where's Arena? We say, well, we did our best, we're still trying, just give us more time. What is he gonna do? Kill us? Just like, we're the people helping him.
But he might, yeah. But like I don't know if it was you, but somebody's already pointed out there's been other adventurers. This is
Yeah.
what Strahd does. So how do we know that he's just not going to just discard us and start again? And this is just a never-ending cycle that everything comes back. Everything we've done is completely rewritten, and it's all back to normal and fresh for the next group of adventurers that come along, and just to see how far they get in that time frame.
There is one hint, and that is that at the cemetery, we saw those heroes heading towards the castle.
Mhm.
I get the
Same
feeling
time.
I get the feeling that it was a like symbol for them being dead because they tried to fight against him, like on open ground.
Yeah,
That
but
is the feeling that I got from it.
how do we know that that doesn't happen every 7 days? Because that's the cycle that's given. Right.
It was a full moon, I believe.
But we could put that into a test actually, because in a few more days it'll be, in 5 more days, whatever, it'll be the 7 day time constraint. And
But
if the clouds are not there like they were that night, then we would know.
Right, but
It,
the only
it,
reason
it could also. No,
No,
go
go on.
on.
I was just going to say the only reason I mention it, if you want to wait 5 days to see, the point I'm trying to make, if I'm right and it is a cycle, then that is when we die. That is when our time on this plane ends. Do you really want
Well,
to do anything for 5 days?
he is under the assumption that we hid Irina so well that he couldn't even find her when we show up and say, "Hey, we really don't know where she's at.
But,
We kind of
by,
like lost her."
but by very definition, Strahd is a liar, right? He's shown that he lies and doesn't tell us the whole
But
truth.
he's also shown that he's an honorable man as well at the same time.
We could just as well lie to him and say, well, we know how to get her back, but now it's on our terms.
But do we
You
know
could
how
as
to get her
well.
back? We just know
Well-
she's gone into the pond and through to a
Well,
different
the point,
portal. But
Luke, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make. Like, we have the feeling that Strahd has this, like, all-powering hold onto us. He has, in a power sense, but considering what he really wants, namely getting Irina back, like, he has nothing but us to do that, or he has the alternative to get some other new people who he has to, like, massage
Redo it
into
all over
this
again,
whole
yeah.
thing, and that, like, he has to start over, which is boring in its own sense. So if he feels,
Well,
if
not
he
for
gets the
someone who
feeling that,
lives forever, though, right? Maybe that's
No,
where
but-
he gets his kicks.
my point is if he gets the feeling that we're closer than anybody knew, he will want to keep us.
Right. And
That's-
help us out.
That is
Yeah.
a risky game to play, though, right? Because that is quite literally playing with our lives. Because you could be
We're-
wrong, right?
We're doing that constantly.
Right.
I'm just saying that it's better for us to edge our bet than it is for us to just go on the assumption that we understand his motives.
And I mean, so far he hasn't really Strahd himself hasn't put us in any really dangerous positions. I think we've been in more dangerous positions going after Madame Ava's predictions than we have for going for what Strahd wants us to.
But has
No,
anyone
but-
wondered why she's trying to help us, or if she's actually helping Strahd?
yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know.
her link, isn't it, to him? Because wasn't it said that Madame Eva healed Strahd?
Yeah, she
Choose.
wants to end this.
Yeah, but how do we know she wants to end this?
She
could
told us.
refuse- Yes, but how do we know she's telling the truth? How do we
Everybody
know-
could be lying to us.
She could
but-
be working for Strahd. For all we know, every single person here in this entire plane is Strahd.
like Lady Watcher.
No, seriously, everyone could be Strahd, right? We wouldn't know. This could be an entire everything in here could just be a construct of Strahd's.
It's like the right. It's like the Unity episode on Rick and Morty.
yes, exactly.
Everybody is fucking Strahd.
Well,
We just don't know, do we? We just
Joby,
don't
there's-
have the knowledge.
no. Well, there is like some indication that the Vistani are actually a little bit separate from this plane
Yes, but
because they
nobody else-
can come in and go. It seems like Strahd was and maybe is in a way dependent on them because I got here through the Vistani. So, like for him to get new people, he is in ways dependent on them.
But I feel like they're pretty neutral as well. They're like the
Yeah.
Swiss.
Yeah, but why? Why are they so neutral? There's
Well,
just so many unanswered questions.
Just,
in
it just
this.
seems like their culture to be neutral.
No, there's a
Like,
clear
not help
answer.
anyone.
He owes them.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain why they're neutral to him. It might be explain why he doesn't hurt them. But if they
Well-
really want to end this, why do they keep helping him by bringing in
Because they
To help
they make
everyone.
money with it. Like they do some trading and they bring in people. They probably get something out of it.
Right. But on the same hand, they're also tired of the way Strahd's become. You know.
Well, at least Madame Eva is.
and yet they still brought us.
Because each pack of Vistani we've come across so far has been their own identity towards, they've been their own parties pretty much.
She
They're
did
not
say
all
there was other
big
ones.
collective,
Yeah,
you
she
know.
did say there was other parties, right?
right?
Actually,
Like that party we ran into across that was by the river. They weren't necessarily for Strahd or against Strahd. Then there's another that they said themselves that there are some that are with Strahd, and then there's some that aren't with Strahd.
Oh yeah.
She did.
So I mean, each group is completely its own identity as far as being with or without Strahd. So there are some neutral, and there are some, but it's just figuring out which ones the neutral ones, which ones the friendly ones with Strahd.
That comes back to the whole what we're actually trying to achieve at the end of this.
Well, if we can make friends with the ones who aren't for Strahd, maybe we could send them out to go get supplies or something we need from the
But I-
outside world.
I think what Max is saying is it comes down to one decision. Are we as a party for Strahd or against Strahd?
Exactly.
Ultimately, that's what it comes down to, and that's the first decision that we need to make before we can do anything else.
Thank you.
I'd say
Trish.
for
I
Strahd.
vote against.
No,
I
in
am
a
also gonna
way,
vote against.
he's a victim too.
He may be a
He's
victim,
cursed.
but there's being a victim and then there's being a whiny victim.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's acting
Well,
out.
So
He's
get,
not
like,
for Strahd.
let me say that if we find a way to to rid Strahd of this curse, and everything comes back to normal, and including him, I'm totally for it. But in trying to solve the situation with him standing in the way, I will try to get rid of him.
Can I just
But
just
that-
add something real quick? That I realize that the time constraint isn't so much about our tasks that we're doing. It's just that Irina, I would very much like to get my eye back before we do anything else. Because we're supposed to meet these hags within the day, and my master plan is to use Trish and what's his face from the church as decoys, with the rest of you set up as an ambush, and then we wait for them to give my eye back, and then we kill them all.
Well, I know this place is magic, but will the eye still work?
She took my eye. She said she'd give it back to me. I have to hope, because
Well, I
I'm
mean-
not giving any use to anyone with one eye.
She might give it back to you with as a keychain.
I heard a voice from a
Like a pickle
benevolent
jar.
god. I've heard a voice from a benevolent god, not reassuring me, but maybe hinting at the fact I could get my eye back. I'm looking into his
Question
eyes right now.
before we get out of topic too far. DM, did we see the same distinction with the Vistani between the Sun-Kissed and the Moon-Touched?
No,
In what sense?
no, 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 no.
Well,
no.
there are.
So
What I
the
mean to say
Barovia.
is there are no Sun-Kissed and Moon-Touched with the Vistani, so they're
Ah,
like a separate,
yeah,
like
they're all
that separates them.
yeah.
So if we're against Strahd, right? Because I vote against Strahd, I am not for Strahd. Given the choice to help him or vanquish him, I say a dead dictator is better than a living dictator because they will always have power in some
I'm
sense.
for him, but if we
Yeah.
find a way to kill him rather than help him, I'll go either way.
It's
I was
just
gonna say
it's
I'm not
important.
for.
It's important for us to make this decision now because these tasks that he's giving us, if we determine that they are actually going to aid him,
Yeah.
will impact on how we react to them.
Like,
No, but would killing him just make him go into hibernation and come
But-
back again?
But that's something that we have to just discover, right? We
Right.
we
Either-
don't we don't have all the pieces to this puzzle, like by
Either
far.
way, it would buy us loads of time because he is not stepping out of
Right.
bed tomorrow morning if he goes
There's-
into
I was gonna
hibernation.
say
If he's in hibernation, we
the
could
thing
bury
say
him.
15 years he hadn't been seen.
Yeah.
Way in the dark.
We could bury him. We could, sink him in the ocean. There's so many things we could do in that time.
While he's in that state, can we get through the fog?
Again, we're going a bit
No.
far ahead of ourselves. We have to get to the stage that we can even. At this stage in time,
That's what I'm saying.
there's no
We're
time.
doing
There's
these
no
tasks.
reason. Well, yeah, that's what I was trying to get at before. Is that I'm just trying to understand if we should be considering doing them. But we do need to go to one and just see.
all right, just have a look.
I have to get my eye back, of course, because that's important.
I
But
think
So we
speaking
do
of-
the tasks and we get out of here.
Speaking of the fog, I know it was mentioned that Strahd himself was looking for a way to get rid of the fog because he
Yeah.
doesn't know where it's coming from. Which I'm assuming that if he can get rid of the fog, then
He wouldn't be bound to this place anymore.
right, he wouldn't be bound here anymore.
Well, I'm assuming that if he could get rid of the fog, he would have done so already.
Right.
Which makes me think that these tasks he's giving us might be linked in to what's keeping the fog here. Keeping him
Maybe
trapped.
these tasks are things that he can't do
Yeah.
with
It's
his
a
own
prison,
hands.
right? It's a prison. This is essentially what this plane is for him.
Right.
The golden
And maybe
ticket.
the keys are these. Maybe
Are
these
these
keys
tasks that he's
are
given
these
us?
tasks that he's given us.
Well,
Exactly.
that's what I mean. Like one of the questions is, why are we doing something that he could obviously easily do himself? Like why is that is a very very important question for us to
Right.
answer.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
we have to approach these locations with that question in mind. Like,
maybe
the
instead
question-
of not wanting to interfere with these things, like he could do them, but maybe instead of him not wanting to interfere with them, maybe he physically can't.
Yeah, well, that's something that would be completely reasonable. Yeah.
So maybe I vote for going and visiting at least one of these places and just checking it out.
After seeing the hags, because
Yeah, I think
I want my eye.
we do the hags, then we go to the temple, and then we go to the swamp because those are two locations we've not seen.
Well, with the hags, are we killing the hags or are we giving
Yes.
them children?
No. Well, the plan is to use Trish, because forgive me, Trish, but you are at first glance you could be mistaken for a child, correct? You have the same stature as a child. Like,
Perhaps.
you're quite small. But if you're hunched over in a cage, you could be mistaken for a child, and we could use what's his face? What's his name? Milovich. As because he's eager to help Seki, we could use them as decoys, put them in chains and like they could escape from, and then we go into the hags with the rest of you hidden within sight, and then we do the trade, and then we attack.
That's one of the tasks, so we don't need to visit anywhere else, so we can just see what happens when we kill the hags.
Right. Exactly.
I don't think we can barter with these hags because they're an abomination to Lathander, and they must.
Would
be...
it would it
I've
be
just burnt down their windmill, so I don't think they're too happy with me.
would it be good for us if we do the trade, but before killing them, what if we just ask them? Why does Strahd want you dead?
Well, I can tell you guys when Strahd came to me and pretty much rescued me from had the hags let me go. They didn't seem at all to be afraid of him. They just seemed to be a little bit more uncomfortable talking to him.
Wait, do you feel that maybe we could convince the hags to join us?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know, but they didn't seem afraid of him at all. They just
It,
seemed
it-
uncomfortable.
it does make it interesting because Strahd has tasked. I didn't know one of you were tasked to kill the hags. If they know this, then maybe there's a strong case for us to get them on our side. Because
Yeah.
if not us, then Strahd will just send others. And there's only so many attacks you can defend against, right?
I don't know, man. On the same hand, they're also baby eaters.
I was going to say, do you want Sweeney Todd on your team?
Yeah. See, no, yeah. It's like Bax is awful murdering.
Well, let me just say that the situation we get into then is not having to kill them. Bax get his eye back, and Strahd doesn't get what he wants.
But they're still baby eaters. Like they
Right.
still need to
At the
die.
end of the day, they're still baby eaters.
They still need to die.
And if some
I don't
people
know,
want
we
to
should
remain
bend the window
good
for
and
a time.
righteous,
You
they
know
have
yeah.
you know what they say, right? It's the lesser of two evils, right? You could have them on our side to help us against Strahd, but in doing so, we're condoning what they do as an evil act. How does that make us any better than Strahd? Like,
Exactly.
if we're going to vanquish him, I want to vanquish him with good in my heart, than using evil as a weapon.
One
But
way
they
or
can't
another.
make any more
the hags
pies
have
though
to
at the
die.
moment.
Right now,
but-
yeah, it's not.
No,
it
it's not the
wouldn't be-
point, though, is it? It's the point is like that's academic. The point is that I would rather not use evil to vanquish Strahd because
Right.
that makes us no better.
That makes us just as evil as Strahd, which I'm
Just one-
okay with, but a few of our members shouldn't be okay with at all.
I'm okay.
Just one thing that is good to know. Seraphim had an insight on his way back. That wasn't necessarily a joke towards Bax, but there you go.
No, sorry, I
Um,
didn't catch what you said. I didn't say again. What did you say? Say it again.
There, Seraphim had an insight on the way back. That
Buddy.
we encountered a coven of hags, and they. I'm allowed to say this, right, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, you are a magic learner. Like you are a sorcerer, so your magic doesn't come from learning. But I imagine that whoever taught you a few things about the way of the world.
Yeah, exactly. So, because they are a coven, their power comes from the fact that they're together. So if you kill one of them, they get weaker. But also, if I remember correctly, they share a pool of magic. So if they run out, they all run out. So they are very powerful in the beginning. They have like this burst of power together, but when they run out, they cannot do shit. And what happened at the last time we visited them, they ended up using fire bolts instead of those lightning bolts.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
using magic missile instead of thunder.
Yeah,
And
so
we-
if
lightning,
So what would your strategy be then for dealing with them?
well,
Run
we
out the clock.
concentrate our power on one of them,
Mhm.
and take them like really concentrated because that way they get weaker as we progress, and we also need to spread out in a way that they cannot use like the area damage that they did so far.
Well,
So
How about
If-
some sort of booby trap then? Like, if Trish and Milovic are in cages, what's stopping them? Because the hags are going to be close together. What's stopping them from us using some sort of incendiary device that would explode, causing them damage, taking them by surprise? Then the rest of us are then all concentrate all fire on one, as you said, to bring them down, thus keeping them contained. Because we could surround them and then push in. Right? Like,
Yeah.
tactically,
If
that would be
we're
tactically that would
surrounding
be
them-
smart.
Yeah, but if we're surrounding them, they only have to find one weak point, and a couple of us are quick.
But if
to
we're quick-
extinguish it.
But if we're quick enough and we catch them by surprise with let's say, for the argument's sake, I will call it a flash bomb, and we stun them and quick enough for the rest of us to get an attack of opportunity, just throwing out some sort of weird word
Right,
there.
attack, yeah.
All attack on one target, like Seraphin said, we could essentially bring one down, thus
Well-
weakening the others.
We already killed one.
Yes, but did you not remember seeing that other one?
There was another person there. We don't know if she was a witch or not, or hag or not.
But
But
she was
another There
from what
was-
I saw with my
hag.
good eye, she looked like she was part of something there.
But we could also just literally set up around the windmill and make an ambush and wait for one of them to walk off by themselves.
But I think that might jeopardize me getting my eye back. I so much want my eye back. Like,
Yeah,
I
we do
would
it straight
sacrifice.
before we do anything.
I would sacrifice. Oh, you mean afterwards? I think. Yeah, but I think our best opportunity to catch them by surprise is during the trade.
Yeah. You get your eye back, then we start.
Yeah, but Sakib was saying that we wait for them to catch one off guard by themselves. I'm afraid that if we try and intervene with them before the trade, then that might tip our hand and it might change the balance.
I mean, we
Get the
might
old
have
lady to
we
go
might
out.
have this plan, but get there and then they take one quick glance at the children and realize they're not the same children.
My friend, when have you ever worried about?
It's
Do it.
on
But when have you ever worried about a fight?
because they have my last breath.
But there is no certainty in any battle that you ever fight. You know what they
Yeah,
say. Best
They have
known
my last
plans.
breath though, so I'm assuming that if I get knocked anymore, I don't have the breath anymore. I don't know. Like I don't know.
Do you think
No,
it might
but-
have something to do with mechanically speaking out of game? Am I allowed to surmise what the left breath might be or not? You shrug your shoulders.
What do you think it is?
Is it a death saving throw?
I don't
'Cause
know.
To me, that might sound like the most obvious thing.
I don't know.
I truly don't know. Like, I honestly don't know.
Just to give you another perspective on what we did wrong last time, is the type of damage, because they were like fucking double resistant or something, but Radiant went completely through. I'm not sure if like blunt or
We never
piercing
really,
damage.
we never really got opportunity to do any sort of physical damage to them, did we? From what I saw in the fight, anyway.
Well, just to say that Killian can probably do a lot of damage. I can do guiding bolts on them, which also do quite some damage.
I can do a lot of radiant damage. I'm a light
I-
cleric, so radiant
as-
is nothing.
As can I. We've given the opportunity. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was the one who killed the first hag.
So, what I'm trying to say is, if I hold off the fire damage and just do I pump radiant damage and we all concentrate fire, I think we can actually take them down relatively quickly.
You know that circle of spectres I can make? That causes 3d8 radiant damage every time they enter the circle, so I can run in, smack them.
Oh,
They're
you
in
could,
that circle, I smack them and then run off.
could you
And
not?
then the next time they go in,
Can you cast
it
that
again.
at distance? Are you able to cast that at range, or do you have to be within, like, because if we deliver both Trish and Milovic, you could put it on the center of them, keeping us three safe from their attacks, using it as a shield per se.
no, it's on self. But I've
15
got movement
foot.
speed of I've got movement speed of 40, so I can run in and run out.
So it only works on you. It wouldn't protect the rest of us.
Well, it's anything that's 15 foot around me. So if you're stood right within 15 foot of me, they get hit by my spear.
Does one of us have a bottle of invincibility, or am I thinking of the last campaign?
I got invulnerability.
I got a bottle of invisibility.
Have you got invisibility? Maybe give that to Killian, and then he
Yeah.
can, with us at the time, and then when it
Explode.
kicks off, he then sets it off, causing them damage, keeping us relatively
Use
safe.
dash and just keep running around.
Well, I was just thinking you could be stood there with us, and then you could set it off, keeping us safe inside your little circle.
Mm.
At least for that surprise round.
Also, I can simply change into one of those children.
I'll do
Oh,
you
so
a
we don't
fair
even have to
trade,
use
Trish.
Bilibit. Does your illusion work with changing your size as well as your appearance?
Yeah, I can change my height.
So does that mean you physically change height, or do you?
Yeah.
are you- that would even better. We'd only have to rely on Milovic.
It says you decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, the sound of your voice, coloration, hair length, sex, and any other distinguishing characteristics. You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your game statistics change. So, and I need to have seen the person I'm impersonating.
Have you seen a child?
Well, you've seen the child we took, right? One of them.
Yeah.
Then you change into that. We use Trish's
Yeah.
the second one.
I
No,
just need a set of clothes, but I'm starting to build a collection, so buying some children clothes doesn't
It's creepy
bother
as
me.
fuck. Creepy as fuck. But
We
yeah.
can go into any one of those abandoned houses now and just take some clothes. But we would have to design the cages to
Why?
be so that way they can easily get out.
Or we just chain them and don't actually chain them. Make it look like.
Well, you know, Trish is a rogue that has probably got a.
Pretty good.
You
Yeah,
don't
but-
have to lock the
but-
manacles. You just manacle us.
Yeah, we're looking for like a surprise. We don't want him to have to waste time. Her, sorry, waste time lock picking. We want to do like a
Instant breakout.
out of game, a Star Wars Chewie kind of thing with the fake manacles, right? They can just not really bound. You can just break out and start fighting instantly.
Who is this Chewbacca you speak?
I said out of game.
I know. Trish, can I swap that invisibility for a scroll of Revivify? Because I can prepare the spell Revivify, so if that could come in useful for someone that's not a cleric.
You should give it to me then, because it's on my spell list.
Well, what have you got to trade with? Let's do a three-way trade.
Oh,
In order for Trish to cast a scroll, she would have to know how to cast at least one spell.
yeah, or she needs to roll something, but then you have like a
And-
DC. Well, if I have it, I can just cast it.
And to be honest, I think there would be better uses for a potion of invisibility. I think it's quite powerful, and we don't need it.
Well,
In
I'll
this
keep my
case-
Revivify.
No, but I think we would be better off saving it for a case where we can't genuinely think of any other way to do something.
Like sneaking
And
into
I-
Ravenloft.
For example,
Also, for the person that's going to run in Allahu snack bar, I have I have the
Yes,
spell
Joe.
protection from evil and good. And DM, do I know the type of creature the hags are? Like fiend, fae, undead?
Oh, I would know because I did divine sense. And it tells me
Okay,
if
Yeah,
they're a fiend.
They
or
were
sorcerer.
fiendish.
you're muted.
Yeah, they were fiendish. Joby found out they were fiendish. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
so
fiendish.
for 10 minutes, I can guarantee one person. It is a concentration spell, so I need to be safe. But I can guarantee for 10 minutes that that they have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed. Yeah, that's it.
I suggest not to be selfish, but I would say that would probably be best on me.
Okay.
Only because I would be literally right in their face, and I can pump out a lot of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Given,
So
given the
Everyone go to the
eye.
buy sheet. Let's get everyone the right equipment that would best serve
Wait,
us right. So everyone put
Does
all this
anyone
stuff in
feel
the
like
buy
this
sheet.
is what we should have done to begin with?
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
This sounds like this might actually be coming into a plan. Who's going to bring the cigar
my-
to do the Hannibal bit at the end?
my headset died for like the last half minute. What was it?
The entire plan.
No, it was like it was beep. The headset is low on battery. Please recharge, and then it cuts out all audio.
It's Sal
for
was
some
just
reason.
Sal was just telling us about his spell. There it is. Sal was just telling us about the spell that we can do to protect someone. But it's a concentration spell, which it would be a bit worrying if you're going to be one of the children, if you're going to be right in the fray.
Oh,
Yeah,
I feel sorry.
right in the fray. But if we're quick enough, we should be able to bring them down, like fairly quickly.
Is there a way we might blind them or stun them?
That's what I was just saying. That if we had some sort of device that we could use, like a flashbang, to go off, or even an incendiary device that
Just
could cause some
smoke.
damage. Yeah,
Smoke would be enough.
but I think that we should be able
I
to
have
have a stop
incense.
on them.
Running around with incense.
We could. I think with the element of surprise, I think we should be able to do this fairly quickly, because we will be concentrating what we do, and we will literally just push in as hard and as fast. I believe it's what Sukkid calls shock and awe.
Shrug and da?
Shock and awe. Shakwa.
Shikasha.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss at this moment?
Are we not like
Wages.
divvying out the kits so everyone's got the best kit for the jobs? Or are we just keeping our shit to ourselves?
Well, do we have any like magical items that?
Yeah.
could
What do we have?
I've got a scroll of revivify. That's what I've put in the party sheet. Like,
If
that might
I've
come in
got-
useful because I can prepare the spell revivify for one.
What does it do? What does Revivify do, Killian?
It,
revive the dead.
Revives the dead.
I don't know.
It
I
has
got
to
on
be
the
with-
battlefield, I can revive.
How
It has
long?
to be done within a minute or something, if I remember correctly.
How long does it take to actually use the scroll? Is it like instant?
Yeah, one action.
And does it bring the person back to full health? 1 hit point? What are we
One hit
talking
point.
about? So it's basically like a first aid immediate.
Yeah, but it's for people that are actually dead.
Oh, actually truly dead. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then it doesn't really matter who has that to begin with, right?
Well, it should be a spellcaster who has this on his spell list. So either
A cleric or
a cleric.
or a cleric.
The cleric has it.
No, so I'll
Yeah,
do
but
that.
I have access to cleric spells. So if I take it, I can revive Killian because he's the only one that can revive.
That would
I
make
have, I have a scroll in my inventory, but I have no idea what it does. It just says find scroll.
I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, I've got a tome. That I
I'll
can-
take a look at it.
What have I got?
I'll take a look at the
I have some incense.
scroll, DM.
All right.
Ooh, it's
Where
in the
is it?
box if you wanted to build a bomb.
I put it in the party sheet.
I took it into my inventory, and it says, "Wait, where is it?"
You've just taken the tinder box.
Find scroll.
DM. Can I ask you a
Give me back my box, boy.
DM, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Did I start breeding dogs by chance and not was unaware of it?
No.
Why is that in my inventory?
What is in your inventory?
I didn't want to say it in case you put it there for a reason, but I don't ever remember that.
A scroll
have a
of
puppy?
pedigree.
Why? Am I a dog?
You
Is this
did
for
not.
Sukkid?
I think so. I think you put a spell of pedigree.
I didn't put that in there. Did you not put that in there?
No, I remember why it's there.
Okay. Can you tell me? Can you
No,
remind me?
I don't remember. Sorry, that was a different character.
Right. So we'll just say it was Sukkid then, right? It's,
Yeah.
it's his pedigree. Right, okay.
Who gave me the scroll?
Suck it.
I did.
It is a scroll of Goodberry.
Ooh.
So it could be used as healing, but it's only for druids and rangers.
Oh wait, is that when it like you transfer like berries into hit points?
No, you
Yeah,
just
I can.
create a bunch of berries, and each
Yeah.
one is
Gives you a hit
worth
point.
1 hit point.
Yeah,
So it's
so
like
it's 10
an
hit
emergency
points.
Then that you just shove down someone's throat to get them back up.
Yeah, it's a scroll that gives back 10 hit points basically, and I can distribute them.
I also have
Yeah.
some holy water.
DM, can I also take a look at the tome that is now in my?
Yes. The tome is, I think.
Ah, that's the one I got from the church, I think.
Oh shit! What? I'm gonna read a little bit, boys.
When he does that, is there any way of me finding out what this potion is? That's in my inventory.
This is
And
the
also,
same
can I
that
take
you
a-
already had, Sal.
Oh, okay. Huh? So wait, this shouldn't be in our hands then, right?
No.
Okay. It just said all out of blue, the Tome of Strahd. I was like, what?
Hello.
What's the
Uh,
what's the potion I've got? Is there any way for me to identify that?
I can take a look at it. You can keep it in your inventory and just say that I look at it.
Sure. Because I still have the golden sun disc as well, which I don't.
I'm
believe
gonna
I-
take a quick pee, boys. I can still hear you.
Yeah. Let's take a
Oh, I'm gonna-
5-minute break.
yeah.
Yeah. Joby, it's a potion of superior healing.
Thank you.
Everybody leaves me too. Have you all gone? Ooh. I could say something weird now, like today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Build a brand new website with that bullshit. Or NordVPN, if you want a VPN. Every YouTuber's doing it these days. I've just realised Sally can still hear me.
How was the new coffee?
At least we're getting somewhere with our plans.
Yes. I've got to say that headset doesn't do justice to your hair, Joe. I've just seen your hair as you sat down. It's fucking quality.
Right? The fucking the headset's all it fucks with everything, man.
Get some AirPods.
My little girl.
Right? I was
No,
thinking
obviously
about
that
it.
was just hair.
And
I was thinking about
Did
getting,
you just say
like-
NordVPN? You heard me. While you was all gone, I started doing adverts for YouTubers.
I could totally hear it. I was
Get a new
pissing on the
website with
toilet.
Squarespace.
Yes, you were all Squarespacing up there.
That's alright. I got tired of hearing that fucking one ad for Raid Shadow Legends,
Oh, fucking hell.
so I downloaded it.
Is it actually any
I'm like,
good?
yeah, it's not bad. It's a nice AFK. It's a nice AFK dungeon runner thing.
Do you watch ads on YouTube? Do you?
Huh?
You watch ads on YouTube?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he wants to support the YouTube.
Right, well, that and like a lot of the times, like when I watch YouTube, like I just listen to people, like that Rad Brad guy who does a lot of Let's Plays. Like I'll play his videos and I'll just listen to it while I'm doing a bunch of other shit on the PC. Like I don't even watch them. Yeah. Even my Fire Stick tells me about NordVPN because I got the newest edition of Kodi. And they're like, you should have a VPN. I'm like, I know. Shut up.
Use Tunnel Bear.
I watched that new Mulan the other day.
The new Mulan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched it on my
Everyone-
Fire Stick.
I don't know.
Joe, you're making Trump angry if you're watching Mulan. You know that?
I've had enough of politics, man. I'm so done with it.
We're
Oh,
not
but
buying
you are
from
admitting-
China.
I told this girl on Facebook the other day because she put this like it was my son's mother. She put this big ass rant about who people are voting for, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
And but she does it all the time. She's like one of those activists, but only when there's a movement. not
Oh, yeah.
when not like an everyday activist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jumps on the
And
bandwagon.
I just put up on her fucking page the other day. I'm like, no matter who wins the presidency, it's not going to change how shitty you made your own life. I am getting so sick of fucking politics, man. I cannot wait until after this fucking election, and then everybody on Facebook who became an instant politician because a billionaire became president. maybe then they'll shut up. I'm just so fucking sick of it.
It's just,
No matter who
it
wins.
really is turning into a TV show, really. It's like, oh,
Right, it
you can't-
is.
You can't make this shit up.
Right, you
I
can.
think he's watched too much House of Cards. That's what it is. He's trying to be Frank Underwood.
What the hell is House of Cards?
It's
A House of Cards?
I
it's
don't know. You're the film reviewer.
Yeah, but I don't watch TV. I watch fucking pilots and shit. Like I don't watch like cable television.
It was actually originally it was about a lord in the House of Parliament, an MP over here, but then they redid it. Netflix redid it as Frank Underwood, which was the House Whip, and him trying to become president and him scheming and shit. It's fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It breaks the fourth wall a lot, like.
Oh, it's absolutely fucking fantastic. And then
Yeah,
obviously
but you have to
with
look at
Kevin
Kevin
Spacey-
Spacey, so.
no, he was brilliant. I don't care what he's done in his past. He was a fantastic actor. And
Oh,
then,
he's just a rapist.
Yeah, he just raped 15-year-old boys. It's okay.
Christ's
Fine.
sake. The point I'm trying to make is that he was a brilliant actor. I didn't say he was a
I
good
bet you
person.
loved Jimmy
no.
Savile as well, didn't you?
Or Bill Cosby.
Alright.
Put him up.
If you're just gonna be a bunch of cunts, I'm just gonna be quiet.
But
So,
we are a bunch of
anybody want anything checked yet?
Well, I was just going to ask, can I, my I found out what a sensor is. It's the thing that they swing.
Yeah.
With the incense in. Yeah. Can I fill mine up with incense and make a smoke bomb?
That
know,
sounds
like-
so good. Like the sensor, you throw it in there and go.
It wouldn't work.
You fill it up.
Yeah. I've overfilled it, man. With tinder, I've got some tinder in a tinder box.
I don't know. I don't think it would work, Luke. Sorry.
Aw.
One question, DM. Does a silvered rapier help against fiends?
You don't know?
I would know this.
Keep
No.
the silver as far away from me as possible.
Does the golden sun disc give off any sort of magical aura?
Nope.
Sir, have a look at it.
No, it's just a very expensive item.
How expensive were you talking? Like to the right buyer, how much could I peddle it for?
5 gold.
Strahd gave me 100 gold to give to the people of Galaki.
750.
Ooh.
Can I say that I've peddled that to someone, or are we gonna wait until we actually?
Give me my money. 750.
Talking
That's a couple potions.
I can't hear him. What do you say? No, I have to wait until we come across the trader. Right, that's fine.
Yeah, but I do need to see a trader as well. I was about to say, talking about tactics, I could do with a few healers packs. Because healers packs only have 10 charges, and with my healing feat, I can heal you on the battlefield without using spell
You have-
slots.
You have healing feet?
I
How
have
does
a
that work?
healing feat. I just kick you
Walk
up
over
the
the
arse and you
dead.
get back up.
Hey, wait! I've got healing
Get up.
hands. Wait, I've got healing hands. Maybe we could see a surgeon and attach your feet.
I'll do a handstand. You hold my feet.
Right? I'll hold on. Okay, hang on. How does this work?
I
If
feel a
give you
69
my-
incoming here.
yeah.
We could be a healing machine.
Oh, I have to get my cat because it's breaking something.
Okay. Killian, have you heard of the significance of the number 69?
Oh yes, it's
Brilliant.
very nice.
Do you remember the story we heard about the human centipede?
Oh, yes. I didn't like that one. It was quite disgusting.
Fitting.
Trish, what kind of melee weapon do you have now?
I have a silver rapier.
Oh, you too. Okay. And Bax, what do you have?
I have a great sword, which I'm hoping to find a better one.
What is the damage on the greatsword?
It's not so much about the damage; it's about how proficient I am at using it.
Sure.
Because
all-
I've spent my entire life dedicating myself to becoming a great weapons master, which affords me some benefits. But currently, I'm also proficient in any long-reached weapon. Um, but damage-wise, if I had to put a number to it, I'd say I don't know, 2d6 plus 4, plus
Okay.
plus 10 on top of that if I use it. So
Yeah.
But-
Okay.
2d6 plus 14.
No, the
Just-
rapier's 1d8, so that's not a.
It wouldn't benefit my build. I mean my style of fighting.
Well, the only
Before I
thing is
forget-
it's silvered, so I thought maybe that might be valuable.
It wouldn't help against. It wouldn't help us in our fight against these fiends.
I still like we
it would help in a
Pardon?
situation.
What's that say?
well we must have like knowledge about what silvered weapons are good against, but we don't really know yet.
Well.
They're good against me.
Yeah.
But anyway, before I forget, yeah, the healer's pack's only got 10 charges, and the current one I've got's only got 4 charges left.
What does it do?
Okay.
So we need to buy one. It gives me, I think, because I've set it up. Where is it? I think it's something like healer's kit.
Yeah, each healer's kit has like 5 uses or something.
10 uses. 1d6 plus 9 healing.
Okay.
So if I need to
It's
go and buy a couple of packs of them, to so I can just literally run around the entire field with my mobile feed, just healing you all the time, keeping you.
Oh
up.
yeah.
Isn't that something that maybe you could make yourself? Like, if
No, I
we
need to
find-
buy. I need to buy them, but if I
Why
remember
can't we find the
correctly, from
components?
Barovia Trader, it was 50 gold pieces per pack,
It's quite a lot.
and
Isn't it?
I've only got 20 gold.
Oh hell no! It's a lot cheaper than potions, man. 50 gold for like
Yeah, but
5d6 plus something.
But what's stopping us from trying to find the components for this pack? And I don't mean right now, because obviously it sounds like it would be a bit of a
No,
time.
but it'd be quicker
Side
just to go see
quest.
a trader and
If we
go
have the
see a
money, for it.
trader, get some money together. That's what I'm saying. I need some money from someone. I need a donation to the church.
Actually,
I'm holding the communion plate in front of your face. I need some money.
I got 58 silver pieces.
I have money, but my money is to help the people of Balaki.
Well, this will
Strahd.
help you help the people.
It's not about helping
Well,
me. It's
If
money.
you're dead, you can't help the people.
Let's just say that
Reason to give them the money now so they can help themselves.
I think if we get rid of the hags, they probably have some money they made from selling the pies and also some valuables at their windmill, so we could just empty the place after we've dealt with
I was
them.
gonna say this money's not for me. It's for the good of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's use the kid pie money.
I have a little bit of gold, but not much.
I have a fair amount of gold, which, like I said, unfortunately, it's for.
Well, we can see the trader in Valaki to see if he's cheaper than the if the apothecary in Valaki is cheaper than the one in Barovia.
Probably. That was a swindler in Barovia.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, so we're going to head off to the hags.
Mm-hmm.
Are we like we could either present the children and say, well, give me my eye back, then you can have the children. That means that the children stay out of reach. Like, what is a good approach here?
Well, I think maybe if you guys are chained up,
Mm-hmm.
camera's over there, isn't it? I don't. Hang on, let me move my thing because it's really weird having it on a different screen.
Hey.
If we like have you guys chained up and I hold the chain, so you're behind me with cloaks and stuff, so you have the stature of a child, and then I try and convince the hags to give them back my eye, and then I hand you over, or maybe hand you over and then ask for my eye. As long as you're still within range, right? And Killian there, invisible, waiting to pop off is whatever it was.
No, we're saving the invisibility.
Oh, we're
potion
saving
in
it.
case in case we need to get into like Ravenloft.
I don't
Yeah,
see
or
how.
you-
I don't know how that would help you get past the dragons and stuff. But yeah,
Invisibility.
Or
yeah.
we could also maybe, if we find a trader, sell the potion of invisibility, because I believe it's pretty valuable.
Yeah, it's a
we're
lot of
trying-
money.
We're trying to maximize. Okay, but we're trying to maximize the amount of damage we can do in that initial salvo, right? So the rest of you have to have range to be able to attack. Have the rest of you got range?
I've got range.
What about you?
Yeah.
Keith?
I'm mobile, so I can dash like up to 80 foot.
What, and still attack?
Nah. Well, I'll be able to do a bonus healing word, but that's about it.
But we need to do as much damage to this first hag as possible in that opening round.
Yeah, I can do.
Instead
Right,
of
damage I
doing
could do from the spirit guardians, I could run up around them and run back and forth and back and forth. And they'd keep entering the circle and getting 3d8 damage each time.
It's okay.
or
we could.
instead of doing the exchange, we could just find out where they're at, and if they're at like at a camp outside, for example, we could, in theory, sneak up on them and all get a surprise round.
But with this, we would all take them by surprise because it will all happen instantly.
Yeah, I could do a guardian bolt.
The problem is, Joe, that Pax needs to get his eye back before all this starts.
How about we have you on a cart and we trail you up and I make it out that you died and I was just turning your body for them because of what you did, and then you could jump up and attack when it all goes down. That will bring you within range for your melee. So to the hags, it would only be me as a combatant rather than 4 of us right on top of them with Killian running in.
I
Yeah, but if
think
they're
that's
holding his
adding
last breath.
unnecessary points of failure.
Yeah, because if they know he's got his last breath, when that like dissipates if he dies, so they
Right.
know it's a fake.
Oh
Then
yeah.
How do we get sucked in to be able to deal damage on that opening round?
Well, he just joins you, like you're there together.
Gary?
But that would give them. Gary is Are we having a rest before then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Are we
long
having a
rest
long-
even.
Are we having a long rest, boss?
Yeah.
This is our long rest. We're having a.
Oh,
a
Gary,
lovely dinner.
Gary,
We're having a
you
lovely
could-
beer.
You could charge him with Gary. We could get you close, and then you charge him with Gary, and then you could leap off Gary if you wanted to.
Werewolves are
I'm
pretty
also
nimble,
good
aren't
at
they?
sneaking, so maybe I could just sneak around and then wait for the attack, and then I could rush in.
One more question: are we fighting them inside or outside?
He'll be outside.
I'd prefer outside.
Prefer
Yeah, so we've got
outside.
more
Close
distance
quarters.
between us.
Yeah.
We need to maximise at least 10 foot between us.
Yeah.
to
And
avoid that
we-
ray of
We
So
would
it's-
all have to assume that the DM is taking notes as well.
and trying everything he can.
No,
to
that's
try and
metagaming.
answer.
He wouldn't.
The DM would not purposely come up with anti-tactics against what we're trying to do. Would you, DM?
Well,
No, because they have no idea what you're planning.
No,
Or
exactly.
do they?
but
Unless.
Little did we know, we didn't ask to see if there's a hag sitting behind us in the bar, did we?
Right?
She sat there the entire time,
Just
dribbling out.
drinking my tea.
Are we alone, by the way, just so that we know?
Nah, there's like it's late, so there are, you know, that this is a tavern that is like on its last breath. The innkeeper is gone. The wife of the innkeeper is crying. There's just Milovic, who is in the corner looking sulky, trying to catch Zaka's eye.
We could bring Milovic. We could bring Milovic as an extra body, right?
Yeah, that's a
Would
lot more
probably end
convincing
up
than
as-
Trish. Like
Yeah.
they.
That
They
adds
would
more
need-
failure though, because he's clumsy as fuck,
Yeah, I
and
think
he doesn't actually
Milovic
like me that
hears
much.
this and it's like, "Mwah."
I think our best bet of attack is to get Trish and Seraphim and me up close on that opening exchange.
What's the spell you're using, Seraphim? Disguise self.
It's not a spell.
It's
Eh,
what he does, baby. It's what he does.
I was going to say, because disguise self, you can make yourself a foot shorter.
The
I
thing
think-
is, the reason my change is so powerful is exactly because it's not an illusion.
Oh, really? Oh no, that's metagaming if I say anything at this point. I'm just gonna be quiet. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, that's the plan, right?
Yeah, I can do a guiding bolt at level 3, so I could get 6d6 damage on them with radiant damage.
What
like off the
what
bat,
range?
and then I'll.
What's your range?
120 feet.
I think
Means-
that's a safe distance for you to be to knock one out, right?
Yeah,
I
you
can
knock one out
do-
and then
I can do it. I can split that spell and do it twice with 4d6 each.
We just want to bring one down, like because there's only two, possibly three. We just want to bring down the mother because she's going to be the strongest, right?
Yeah, but after
Yes.
the first round, I'm going to switch to healing to make sure no one goes down. So if you do go down, don't just run back at them, Zuckid.
Because
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
be I'll
gonna-
have 25 points. I'll have 30 odd points actually of lay on hand, so I could essentially revive someone 30 times, like with one hit point each time.
So what we need to know is, Bax, I think you have to stay outside at all times, and then basically we ready an action until you give a signal, like a word or something.
Huzzah!
And when we do it, we all attack at the same time. So in that way, we get basically a surprise round, I imagine.
Yeah, I assume the DM's looking very stoked there.
No, I'm just grabbing a map.
Oh wait, are we doing this now?
But DM,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would be
why not?
true, right?
What
be
would
game.
be true?
Well,
If-
hold on, I gotta
if-
go potty. Be right back.
We're trying to
Party?
arrange to see if we keep potty. We're trying to arrange to see if the actions that we're trying to do would enable us to have a surprise round.
Well, they are waiting on you, but
But they're not waiting for an attack, are they?
No,
if I
they're-
turn up, it's just
no.
two children.
they're not waiting for an attack. No, that's true.
Now the question is that we set like an attack word, a signal, and when the signal comes, we all attack at the same time, and whether or not that would be counted as a surprise attack.
Yeah, that would be counted as a surprise attack, because they have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because to them, it's just two children and me, right?
Yeah.
And I'd be stupid to try and take on two, possibly three hags by myself.
Well,
Suck
the third
it.
one's dead now, isn't it? So
Yeah, but there was another woman there when I was having my eye extracted, which I'd never seen.
And
So
it's
she could be a
it's-
replacement.
it's not unreasonable to believe that hags would have the means to bring back someone from death.
No.
So
Bax,
stay 10 foot each away from each other as well.
What?
Stay
Hang
10
on.
foot apart so you don't get hit by the lightning.
Yeah.
Hang on, what was it, Trish?
If you're going to stand in the line of fire, so to say, I can give you my cloak of protection.
What does your cloak of protection do?
It protects you.
Mechanically speaking, out of game, what's it actually do?
It adds 1 AC.
You keep it.
I can
Only
also
because
do.
my AC is pretty high, and what's yours?
Without it, 16.
Yeah, see, I think mine, if I'm right in saying it, mine's 18. I can take it if you want. It would make me a bit harder to hit, but if they hit me high, I think it's going to be.
I was going to say I can give you 5 extra hit points as well.
Everyone. Oh,
Each
3
target
creatures.
is
3.
So I can give 3 people 5 extra.
Wait, look,
But
do you
that's
have
level
bless?
2.
Oh,
I don't have
God.
bless now.
Oh my god!
man,
If
that-
one of us had blessed, that would be.
But that's the thing.
game
But that's the thing. A cleric, I've read. I'm not sure if it's official rules though. But a cleric can, because
Yeah.
it just prepares spells on a long
morning.
rest, so he can swap them all out. Basically.
I think if you change 8 for bless, because if you give 3 creatures a d4 on attack rolls and saving throws, that's gonna be really good for this fight.
It's gonna change this whole outcome.
Because
Yeah.
all those
spells.
what was the
Bless is
transformation?
a level 1, so I'll just get rid of.
Because
Oh.
I have the opposite spell, Bane, and it does the same thing, but then the other
Neg-
way around.
negative.
Yeah,
Which
neg-
one
yeah.
should I get rid of? Cure wounds, fairy fire, guiding bolt, or healing word?
Fairy fire.
Yeah.
Well, Verify can also be very good situationally, but Cure
So-
Wounds.
So can give an advantage on the attacks or healing, which is what we sorely lacking.
I was
Right?
going to say I've already set up healing word and cure wounds, so I can cast it at level 2 and level 3 as well. So I'd rather keep them. And the guiding bolt.
What are your
is
healing spells
massive.
now? Those two?
Cure wounds and healing word, and I also have mass healing word at level 3, but I need another level 1 spell for bless. Bless is a level 1 spell, so I need to get rid of.
Fair
Cure
enough.
What's the level
wounds,
1 spells?
Fairy fire. Cure wounds, fairy fire, guiding bolt, and healing word. I'd say get rid of fairy fire and have bless.
Yeah,
for
okay.
this.
That would be the most logical. Because you're our main healer, aren't you? Even though there's three of us that can actually heal, you're the one who can do like more.
And even though I'm being a dick, remember I want to stay alive, so it's in my best interest to keep you lot alive.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the
There
cloak.
you go.
We won't. But I would feel better if you kept it. Only because I
Okay.
feel like if they try and attack you, because you're going to be up close as well, aren't you? You're just as much danger as I am. Because you're going to be literally beside me, so I'd be worried more for your safety than mine.
So if I cast that at level 3, I can have every single one of us blessed.
Well, you only really need to give it the frontline people,
Which
because
is
So
I think your level 3 spells can be put to better use.
I'm gonna say I've got spiritual. I've got a spiritual weapon as well, so I could make just a dagger fly about the place.
Oh, dude, you get an extra attack on your bonus actions. Do it.
Yeah. So I'll
Oh, the
keep
only
that.
thing is, what type of damage does the spiritual weapon do?
I think you decide, don't you?
Force damage.
Force.
Force damage. That's from Faustus. I know that's pretty much nothing defies force damage. That's what Eldritch Blast does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a rare resistance. Yeah.
And if I cast that at level 3, I can have an extra D8 on every damage.
Ooh.
I-
Oh, that's fun.
I've decided on what the go word is, by the way.
What then?
Well, no, it's not a go word. It's an action that I'm going to do. I'm going to do my channel divinity, which turns my sword. It lights my sword up, like it makes it glow. But
Are
it
you
also, it's like a lightsaber. It also then makes me allowed to use my charisma modifier as my top of my attack rolls.
Ooh, that's
Dondarrion.
sexy. A
And
lot of
even,
hits.
do you know what my charisma modifier is? It's +4.
+4.
It lasts for
You have
1
to say
minute.
a word or do an action
No,
to make it
it's-
light up. It just doesn't.
It's an action, but if we're not in combat at that point, it doesn't actually count as my first action, does it? Unless the
No,
GM
no. But I was thinking if there's a word to it, you can just like whisper something to it.
No, it's just something I decide to do. Think
But I just
think
wanted to
like
make a word for it.
make a word of it. Think of what's his face in Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah, Barry
With the
Dondarrion.
flame-
You just literally go. Woof.
Exactly. But I just like, my sword just lights up. It's called Sacred
Also
Weapon.
remember I have silence, which could come in useful against them as well.
Well, the thing was, they could only do their spells when they were outside of that bubble.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to do your spells.
No, I can.
No,
You cannot cast it in the bubble. You can send it into the bubble.
Yeah, but you're going to
Okay.
be in the bubble because you're going to be right up on top of them.
No. Well, I imagined if you are bringing us, you keep us at the back, and you say, "Give me my eye first, and then we do the transfer."
How big is the bubble?
20-foot radius, but it's a level 2 spell, and I've got 3 spell slots for that, so I'll do it 3 times. So if they move anything.
I'm very excited about this fight because
We're actually
planning.
being tactical.
Right, planning is actually quite fun.
Well, me and Sally have both got. No, me and Seraphine have both got guiding bolt, which is 120 foot. So I feel like when it comes to when you and Zuki are running in,
It's not
we
me
do
and
the
Zaki
guardian
bringing
bolt.
in. It's Seraphim's going to be right beside me. He's going to disguise himself as a child.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like
So
we're all
who
going
do we want the tactics to actually?
Well,
Go
the thing
with
is,
the
if you take if it's just you and Zucked at like visible, and you leave me and Trish with Zucked, move towards them, say, "I want to trade, but I need my eye first, and you can have the kids."
That's actually a really good point. That way, you're not too close to them to get murdered straight away. You've
Yeah.
got range. Trish has got range, and at a distance, both of you are going to look like children.
Well, if you and Zuki go up, because he'll probably want his breath
Right.
back, and you'd leave him with me.
Yeah, but he described his breath being taken into a vial. So all we got to do is find the vial, right?
I assume, yeah.
But he's
That's what he
also
said when
he's not a range fighter though either, is he? So
No, but if we have him in close, what's the
that's
stop?
what I mean. If you and Zuki are
Anyone
at the front,
insensible would say that the children would run off, right? You need someone to hold the children there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Say I'm holding the children at the back, and you and Zuki are at the front.
But then we're trying to hide you, though. Oh, yeah.
No, you could say like, there's the trade. They're the ones that are holding it, and then we would met the trade, and then that's
yeah,
when I
they'd
would say,
each
"Get the
have a
kids on
child."
board."
But then the argument could be made that they would be more defensive if there's two combatants right in front of them rather than just one with one eye, right?
Yeah, but that's why they keep a distance.
No, I meant that the hags, they might be more like wary of us attacking, which might.
Yeah, but we also know that they're very powerful now. They're not just old ladies.
Yeah, but what I mean is that we're trying to maximize.
No.
and the
Joby,
supply.
if you keep it like, just imagine the visuals of this. If you keep
But Breaking
like
Bad.
Zucked and Killian at a distance with the children, you go to the tower and you say, well, I have them there, but we
I
want
my eye.
to take care of this before we continue.
Yeah.
Like,
You were talking about having Suckid with me as we both go up at the same time.
Yeah, you both
That's
at the
what I
front.
mean.
You and Zuki are at
Me
the
and
front.
Suckid, what I mean is me and Suckid both go up at the same time. It's going to be more threatening than just one of us going up, right?
No, but it's at the same
Oh,
time
no,
you're doing
no.
a deal. It's more of protection. You just basically saying, "Oh, I'm protecting you." You imagine Breaking Bad when they're always doing the things. They've always got the henchmen right next to them, aren't they? When they're doing the deals.
But
We know
Zucked-
that they're not old ladies. We know that they're hags now. So
Zucked is like crazy fast, right, in wolf form.
I think he has more movement, yeah.
So, like, if he just turns into a wolf as part of the surprise attack and just leaps over there and slaps one.
Slaps one. I kicked one in the ass and killed it, so that's their weak spot. That's what I'm going to be
plus,
concentrating.
it'd also give reason to why I'm there. I'd be holding the children ready
Yeah,
to make
exactly.
the trade.
And what do we say if they ask where the other companions are? I suppose we could just say that they
They're in Valaki, yeah. They ran
ran
away.
away because they were too scared of you. and
Yeah,
all.
they don't know we're always together. Like, they have no information on us, really.
We hope. Except for the fact they've bumped into you. The old woman bumped into you when you first arrived, and so
Yeah.
Hansel and someone. Who else? Everyone who had. the
I
drink.
didn't buy anything from her.
No, but you were in the
No,
room.
but she saw us together though.
Yeah. She's going.
Sure, but
Wait, no, yeah, but she didn't see Bax with you. She saw Hansel.
That's what I mean. So she doesn't seem
true.
to like it's the same people that you're mixing with other people as well. So it's
yeah,
I feel
it
like
wouldn't be uncommon for people to be missing.
I feel like we're giving the DM more things to use against us because I'm not sure he would have thought of this if we hadn't.
No,
said
no.
yes. So shut up,
We're planning
Joby,
a
and let it slide.
I'm not
The way I
even
see it is
listening.
that he's very switched on, and we're better off talking through every possibility so we know exactly where we stand. Because our biggest failure as a group is half-assing and everyone doing their own thing. If we work
Yeah, that's
together,
right.
this will be really simple and straightforward.
Well, you got me and Seraphine at the back. You and Zuki are both
Seraphine-
fighters.
Seraph, oh yeah,
In
you-
disguised
Seraph-
as a child, and
Yeah.
me, Trish, and Seraphine are at the back because we're ranged fighters. So when you met the signal, we'll do our holded action,
Hang on,
guiding
wait.
bolts,
hang on,
and
wait,
the crossbow, and the bow.
hang on. You're gonna have to repeat
Look
it.
at that hair; it's beautiful.
No, it's not. It's horrible. It's ugly.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's disgusting.
He's calling your hair disgusting. It's beautiful.
Disgusting.
Don't let anyone tell you different. It's fucking
'cause I'm-
disgusting.
It's because I'm. Right, we have a plan. Let's see if
So
everyone.
Joe, you and Bax are going to be at the front. You're going to pretend to make a deal with the hags, saying, "I want my last breath. He wants his eye." Da da da. And you're going to look over and you're going to see me holding two children appearing, ready to make the trade. So you're going to get your trade, and I'm going to release the children.
Release
But
the
at that
hound.
moment,
Release
release
the hound.
But at that moment, Bax is going to light up his sword and give the signal to the ranged fighters. The ranged fighters are going to shoot two guiding bolts at them and a bow. And at that point, that's when
While
you
we-
go into
while
wolf
we-
form and just start fucking smashing.
Upon that, that's when the surprise round starts and we all attack. One target. One target. Until that target
All
dies.
on one target.
Then we switch fire to the next target.
At that
Let's-
point,
Let's
I'll
just
switch
say
to
that as a concentration of fire, that whomever Bax is choosing to attack, we all attack.
And I'm gonna bless you and Bax before you enter fighting. So as you're entering it, you're already blessed.
Yeah,
sounds like a plan.
I'm
Fucking-
gonna throw a protection from good and evil on that one. I can give it to the both of you actually.
Are we doing this now?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
I hope so, because I'm excited as fuck for this.
But just say you standing 10 foot apart from each other. Everyone's standing 10 foot apart from. Well, when the signal raises, Seraphine and Trish are gonna go 10 feet away from me. So basically, there's a 10-foot gap between everyone.
Yeah.
So they can't just hit everyone with one lightning stroke.
We won't have a
Spacing.
choice. We will have to be on top of them because we're melee fighters.
Yeah,
But-
just don't stand in a line.
But then if we get attacked, then it's going to hurt whoever we're attacking as well. So
Well,
yeah, but
you
then I can
two,
run in with the healing on the second.
you two
round.
have to flank her.
yes, Joe, super important. Especially if I don't get my eye back, we need to flank. Otherwise, I'm going to be at disadvantage for every attack.
And if you can do any radiant damage, do as much as you can.
Fuck, can I? You wait until I pop off a fucking smite on her ass. And because she's a fiend, I get an extra D8. On top of that, do it at level 2. That's 4D8 on top of my 2D6 plus 14. The fucking bitch is gonna die.
Right, and chaps, I reckon it's time for Betty buys, and we reconvene in the morning and kill
Yes.
these hags.
Hang on, because I also still found this large dome in my backpack.
A what?
And I think a large dome, and I think
look
this
at
is the one that I found from the church.
Is it in the party sheet or?
I've put it in the party sheet, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that looks fancy. It says it's on the top. DM. I'll take a look at it.
It's not on the top for me.
It says a large tome for me. I'm not sure. Maybe. Oh no, you have the identified name.
Right, so can you drag it towards the...
Put it in a
I
bag.
have
or
it, I have it, I have it, I have it.
You should make a separate group, Sam, for stuff like that. And assign it like identify or something, or X. Group X.
Yeah, I have it for letters and stuff, but I didn't know it looked different for him.
There you go.
Oh.
How to kill Strahd 101.
This costs a pretty penny, I believe.
It's pretty fancy.
Crazy expensive.
What's it do?
Let me just. Oh shit! Oh, well, I may understand what it does. It. If you look at this book, if you just read it at the surface, it's a book that contains health and diet tips. But if you spend about 2 days, or no, I mean 48 hours over the period of 6 days reading it, what one could call your constitution score would increase by 2 permanently.
Jesus Christ.
But also,
Wow.
if we'd sell it, it goes for over 35,000 gold pieces.
Wait, you want a permanent +1 to con?
Who?
Plus
No,
2.
you only get +1 because it
And
takes
two slightly.
Oh, yeah,
2
okay.
points here to make
+1
one.
more. Or 35,000 gold.
Well, there's nothing to say that we couldn't do both. Like we can read
I'm
it, or
pretty
someone
sure-
can read it and sell it after.
Oh,
Cool items like that. I can
you
see.
say that, but if you use it like this, the manual, it loses its magic only to regain it in a century.
Wait, butter.
But they don't know that.
Exactly. How do you know it's not already you?
But I imagine its value would drop.
Stride
Yeah,
would
but
have
who's
to
got-
that, wouldn't he?
But who's got 35,000 gold?
Yeah.
Let's go see the abbot.
I'm
It's
Oh wait, am I giving it back now?
Manual of bodily health.
I think it might be something worth you actually using.
I give it back to Trish.
One could never have too much of a constitution. Suck it. When this all kicks off, make sure you stay within 10 feet of me. Because that
But
shiny
over 5
feeling,
foot.
that shiny feeling you get when you're near me is an aura of protection. It will come in handy.
Where did it?
Just make sure you stand over 5 foot so you don't both get hit by one lightning.
Well, we're gonna be flanking instead.
Yeah, it's easier to heal 1 than 2.
It disappeared again.
Yeah. It doesn't say you took it.
Like, yeah, I dragged it, but I think I dragged it onto an empty line, and it just like added a number to the empty line.
Oh, yeah. In
So
that case,
I'm
the
going
DM
to
needs to.
Going to remove that empty line.
I disappeared from the map.
It's because we're being put into a different map.
You have a long rest.
Yeah, we're
Stop
taking
the
a
game
long
with
rest
this.
before we go.
No, we're going in like this.
This one lovely hit point that I can't seem to heal still there.
I want to run to Blinksies first.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna head out to buy some children's clothes.
Bet you didn't think you would say this today.
well, you should have prepared for that because it's Sully.
And I
Right.
need
So
to go
so
and get this kid.
you're getting children's clothes. Luke, do you guys want to role play this out or just get them?
Just
Get
do it.
them.
Just get them. Yeah.
Right.
How much does a healer's kit cost?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
What's the
Question.
point? Is the trader still alive? In
The
this,
apothecary is, yeah, should be.
in this cleansing, yeah, but there's civil war
It's
going on.
5 gold pieces.
Got myself an initiative beer.
Five gold pieces. Can I buy 2, please?
Sure. I
Well, you
will
said there were
put
50.
Yeah,
Two of
in
them?
Barovia village because he's a swindler.
Wow!
Yeah, everything like
Jesus Christ!
a piece of rope cost like gold coins.
Wow.
So if I take away my 10 gold pieces, I'm now broke, but I've got 20 healing.
There you go.
Without having to roleplay it, unless you're really desperate for it, can I also go to the junkyard and see if there's a cart?
Yeah,
Or
you find a
cart
card.
there?
You would have to pay for it because, well,
How much? Sure. How much are we talking?
let's say 10 gold pieces.
Then I give us 10 gold pieces.
All right. Zuckert, you're going to Blinksy?
Yep, I have a few things to pick up.
Right.
Inventory.
You open the door to
Well,
Blinksy's
speaking
store.
Blinksy-
Oh, it's you! It's you! I have the doll ready. I have the doll ready. Come.
I walk in, go get my doll.
Right. It looks
Yep. dolls.
exactly. Wait, what are you doing there?
Oh, what's good? Because it's added it as an item now, so I've actually got. 'Cause I was keeping track of it in my head, and it's actually added it on now, so I've
Alright.
just got rid of the ones I've already used.
It looks exactly like your brother, I think.
Does it really look like my brother?
Yeah. From your description of him, yeah.
All right, I'll take the doll.
Does it have a head of a donkey by chance?
No, but the ass of a donkey. It's redonkulous.
He
It
was
has the hair of a real boy.
Fuck you. Words hurt. You hairy bastard.
All right, you have your beautiful doll.
While I'm there, DM, at the clothes
Yeah.
shop, I'd also like to buy some like fancy clothes, something someone with a lot of money would have. How much would you want for the whole set?
Well, you already have some fancy clothes from when we went to Ravenloft.
He has a point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we already have fancy clothes.
At the junkyard, is there like any chain or anything I can just pick up?
Yeah, there's chains and ropes everywhere.
So I could just pick up some chain to say
Yeah.
that's what we used to like chain.
I have manacles.
Okay. I was just trying to make it look as authentic as possible. Because we could tie the chain to the manacles and then just yank the chain, which would release the manacles.
Shagger hag.
I say that we've had a long rest, right?
Yep.
If possible. In that case, I use my second level spell slot. Where is it? I'll wait until you actually do the long rest.
Yeah. Rest.
I use my second level spell
Mario,
slot
give us that left.
to summon Gary, and I attach the cart to Gary
All right.
to get us there as quickly as possible.
You know, as we're leaving, I'm gonna bless.
How long does it last for?
Bless backs. It lasts for.
I think you should wait with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And
do I
DM,
wanna
just so
do it
you
before
know-
we turn up.
Yeah, just as we turn up to the windmill, there will be a couple of spells being done.
All right. So let's say you guys get up to the windmill. I have to roll 2 things.
The hag that was in the bar the entire time.
DM, before we forget, I still don't have the manual of bodily health in my inventory.
I will
Before
get
we
it
forget that that's a
for
thing.
you.
Thank you.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Manual of bodily health.
Who's Sarah Shagger Hagger?
Shagger hag.
No.
Sarah Shagahag Fim.
Right, okay. Who did you cast it on? Did you know she slept target?
I'm working on it. I'm casting protection against evil and good. Right? And I will need to cast.
Yeah, it's in there, Jeroen.
Ah, I see it. Nice. Thank you.
Why has everyone gone quiet? Oh, gosh. We were just
We're
concentrating.
waiting.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
that's
waiting.
fine. I just need to put on my aura of protection on myself and on Joe. 'Cause he's
I was
gonna
gonna
be...
say I've done my bless.
Joe, you're just gonna add some more shit to your line there, buddy. Because you know, why not, right? Or...
Right?
Hold on, am I actually talking? No, I'm not.
And then.
Okay, yeah, that works.
So-
So,
Oh, wait, weapon. Right, yeah. Let's go.
Everybody ready?
spell description is wrong. 10 minutes, that is 100 rounds, right?
10 minutes is, yeah.
Yeah.
60 seconds is is
1 minute.
is 10 rounds. No, yeah, each round is 6 seconds.
Which
Okay,
spell are you
okay,
talking
no,
about?
Then the spell description is wrong.
So I'm just going to roll this for a second just to see if it's right. No, it's not. It's still not plus 4, plus 10, plus 14. So I can clear that.
Which spell are you talking about, Sal?
Protection from evil and good.
Ah, yeah, I see.
Oh wait, that is D100. I saw the other thing. Sorry. Was I going to do something else? No. So I need to tick off this. I tick off 2 of those. Yes.
Haha. That was just I was just testing it. That wasn't the actual thing.
I know. Are you guys ready?
I have
Give me the
no
map,
idea.
boy.
There's so many preparing stuff, like preparing for a fight. It's ridiculous because we've got so many effects on us. It's hard to keep track of what's what. It's ridiculous.
Luckily, Fancy Grounds does it all for you.
Yeah, I know, but it's just crazy, isn't it? Just how much you get when you actually prepare for something.
Mm-hmm.
Sam ready.
Yeah, me too.
Give me the map. Give me the map. Give me.
Do this.
Eagle
Waiting
eye.
on Bax's signal. Remember.
Yeah, my sword will light up. I'll tell you what. The exchange is taking place not at the windmill, but where they took us afterwards.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And just if anyone was realizing it, but the hags actually work for the Umbrella Corp. Inspiration, because that fucking shit was funny.
Yeah, I'll give him for that.
Come on, that was funny.
Sure.
Yes, that was really funny, Bax.
Oh, it's lovely.
Fuck you.
Why are you mad?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot you're a child now, aren't you?
Yes.
Did your voice change as well?
Well, everything changes. Yes.
You'd have so much fun with that, right?
It would be really weird. Would be really weird if I would talk with a really low voice.
Well, that's the stuff of nightmares. I'm just saying, right?
Why?
Stuff with your voice like that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. Right.
I'm just an innocent child being brought to a hag.
For a good cause.
Yes. Please, Bax, promise me I don't turn into a pie.
I promise. I would die. I would die before I let that happen to you. I remember I'm talking to you and not no.
I give you like the really sad bottom lip.
I would die before I let anything happen to you, Seraphim. As I
Thank
would,
you.
as I've already done on 2 occasions.
Well, I would say the same, but on a condition you do nothing stupid. Because if you do something stupid, I just walk away, like I did.
Right, so Gary is currently unhitched from the cart, and he is positioned somewhere to the north, waiting to charge in on my order. All right, for a quick getaway if needed.
There you go.
Thank you.
You have control over Gary now, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
If I just put a movement down for him, he's up here somewhere. I have Gary's things, yeah. Can I just link that to my hotbar so I can just use it whenever then?
Yeah, I have to put him in the combat tracker.
I meant his actions.
Here, yeah.
Come on, Joe.
He needs
Really,
to do another
Joe?
doo-doo.
He's so excited for the fight.
So excited, he shat himself.
This is why he doesn't plan fights, because he gets too excited.
There you go. G for Gary.
G for Gary. G for the OG, man. He's a gangster.
Original gangster.
Where did you go, Zuckert?
Oh.
Where did you go, Zuckert?
To the powder room.
Right,
That's
okay.
right. That's where I forgot my vape juice.
Right, so Seraphim and
Yes.
Trish are locked in with Killian, and me and Sucked are going to approach Morgantha. I can
Try and look scared.
We have to get up like close to her, Joe. Looking completely non-threatening as we approach. And I say to her, I've brought your children back to you. Where's my eye?
I'm gonna be looking like Strahd so that they can't see my face.
Your eye, it is close by.
Can I have it back now? I've done what you've asked.
Oh, when we have the children, you can have it back.
I want my last breath too.
It is in a vial. It is in the shop. It is back there.
It's where? Sorry, it's in the shop.
Yeah, I misspoke. It's in the thing there, behind me.
Oh, the Umbrella Corp.
Yeah.
And my eyes there as well.
Your eye is here, and she holds up a little vial with your eye, and it like immediately focuses at you.
That's fucking creepy as fuck. I say, yeah, sorry. What were we gonna say?
This is pretty creepy. I would say give me a wisdom saving throw. Just
Okay.
because of the creepiness of this.
Oof.
You
God bless, man.
you look at it and like, but you power through.
Right, okay. I say that we're exchange one child for the eye, and then the other one once I've got it. Better game. I know what you're thinking.
Thinking the exact same
I
thing.
know you were.
Which child?
I don't know their names. I beckoned over to the one that is actually Seraphim, who looks like the child, one of the children that we did actually take. I said I was able to procure one of the ones we took and another one because, unfortunately, we lost track of the other child. But you did say that I could bring two children of equal value. So
That I did.
I summoned Seraphim over. I shout back. I say, send over the girl, boy, whichever one Seraphim is. We didn't plan this out very well, did we?
This
I-
one. Oh yes.
It's a boy.
I'm
No,
a little boy. I'm
yeah.
a little boy. I'm even smaller than
There was a
Trish.
boy. There was a boy and a girl, right? Yeah. So I say, send over the boy.
And
I'm gonna pretend to take the shackles off and push forward Seraphim.
I walk over and I go stand to the side of Max, and I say, "Sir, I really want to go home. Can I go home yet?"
I promise, you're going to a good place. They'll treat you fairly.
Okay.
Just go with this nice lady,
I look,
but not too far. Can I have my eye now? And then you can have the second child. It seems like a fair trade.
DM.
Yeah.
Do you want? What do you want to do the deception check for exactly?
Because I'll explain later why.
Well,
Because
in
you're
certain
lying.
cases, I have advantage.
Well, you're role playing, so you would have advantage, I think.
Okay. Advantage.
Oh wait, am I doing deception checks? As well?
Oh yeah.
Coin, am I doing deception checks? Because I seem to have 3 on my screen.
Yeah, you didn't roll anything, so I just spammed the button.
So I don't know. Do I need to roll it as well?
Yeah.
I roleplay the shit out of that.
I wrote played. I know.
No, look, I have a natural 20.
I didn't. So wow. No one want to give me inspiration.
Can I still give you my inspiration?
Yeah, sure.
Then I'll just roll one of the other 2 that I've got on the screen.
Oh wait, I have inspiration. How come?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
I'll give him another inspiration.
I don't think you can't have more than you can't have more. I don't think, unless the DM allows it.
I will allow it for this time because you have 3 rolls.
On my screen, right?
Yes.
Oh, for the love of... it's getting better.
It gets progressively better.
It's not my fault.
I
Right?
mean, 12 and a natural 20.
So you're here, Seraphim?
I was standing on the side here.
All right. Morgantha looks at you, little boy. Thought you could run away, but this nice man brought you back. Come with me.
I
don't want to go with her, sir.
My eye first. That was the deal. My eye for this child and the other one. I've shown you my good faith.
Is that the deal?
That's what you said.
Okay, your eye for this child and the other one. And she
Back in my eye. Back in my eye. You give back
Gives
what
you-
you've taken.
gives you the eye, and the eye just follows you around, like looks
Right.
at you. Now give the other child.
Wait, you said you'd give back.
My breath.
Give back
No.
my sight.
I asked you. Is that the deal? You said my eye for this child and the other one.
I said my eye pit back for this one.
You
For the
can-
other one.
No, that's not what you said. You can put it back yourself.
I see. Can I? Can I try and put my eye back?
Yeah,
in?
sure.
Why
Like,
do I feel this is going to go wrong? I nod to the little boy for him to go with Morgantha. And while he does that, I try and pop my eye back in and see if it'll go back in my head.
you pull it out,
If you say so.
and you see the tendrils, like the sinews and everything, like try to enter your eye, like walking over your cheek,
Ugh. What the fuck is wrong with you?
and it
Ugh.
attaches itself, and you hear your eye like get back in.
Oh. Does that mean I no longer have disadvantage on my attacks? Then?
That means that you no longer have that disadvantage. Indeed.
If I see Bax doing anything, which would allude to him starting a fight, I will Misty Step.
Wait, is she already moving away?
Yes.
Oh shit! I stay here, wait for her to return. Because I need to keep her in line of sight. I'll wait here until you come back for the other one.
She drags Seraphim along.
La 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 la.
I look over to Sugid and give him a wink with my good eye.
We're losing this situation.
Where are we going, DM?
You're going towards
the
the
well.
well.
Yeah, throw you.
Yes, but he can misty step 30 feet to a place that he's seen, and he's seen where we are. Chill out. We've got this.
And she says, now you go down there, and I'll come back for you later.
How deep is the well?
It's about 20 feet.
How
Sure.
deep is the well?
29 feet.
And she picks you up and throws you down.
Ah!
Timmy's down the well! Timmy's down the well! Is she coming back?
7 falling damage. Every 10 feet, 1d6. If I recall
yeah.
correctly.
Is she away?
No, she's looking at you.
Why did you throw me in the well? You're not a nice lady.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
It's not nice to throw kids down the well.
I don't care. And she walks away.
Go, somebody who cares!
If I'm alone again, I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
As she gets... Well, I'll wait for her to come within range. There we go. Right. So I look back to Killian and give him the nod for him to start coming towards us with the other child. And in doing so...
Walk slowly with Trish.
in doing so, I then pull out the sword, and it instantly lights up, and I go to attack her. I move in to attack her, and that is the signal for everyone to attack, which we pre-arranged.
All right. Seraphim doesn't know this yet.
You know,
No, I wait for sound.
Yeah.
he's down the well, but I'm hoping that Suckid will move in behind her,
All right.
so we
Are we
can get
rolling
back.
for initiative or?
Everybody
We got-
roll for initiative.
One good roll, just one fucking good roll. Fuck's sake!
Get good.
I haven't rolled above fucking 10. It's a surprise round though, right? So,
It's a surprise
my level, boys.
round.
fuck's sake. 7. I can move. What can I do?
I ready an action, which is
Misty step. Right.
Misty step. Whenever I hear shit goes down.
All right. Oh, sorry. Trish.
I know how to press my button.
Why are you pressing it for me?
I'm going to attack the hag with my short bow.
All right.
Yes.
You just threw him into the air.
And
Doesn't want to hit us.
right, then I'm going to make some extra movement to the side over there. And do I see anything to the hole in the wall?
Nope. Yeah, you see a tent. That's it.
And
I
the
don't see
well.
any movement.
And the well, yes. Where Timmy fell down.
Okay.
Where's Lassie?
Right, then I am going to wait here and end my turn.
All right. Zuckert, what do you do?
I run over here. And then I attack. Great sword.
He attack, he protect.
And he hits.
All right.
You get a second attack though, don't you? You get extra attack.
Can you do it at the on a surprise round?
Well, it's part of your action.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
just a normal attack.
Yep.
Alright. Then I'll attack her again.
Woo!
Boom.
End her.
There you go.
All right. This is not her turn. What's Gary doing?
Gary's just. Gary will start charging in. No, he won't. He'll stay where he is.
All right.
Ooh.
He's eating grass.
He's grazing.
Of course, so I'm gonna make
It
a
just
left
falls
hand turn.
out of his stomach because he's a skeletal horse.
He has a very balanced diet.
We're gonna do a lovely guiding bolt.
Ooh.
Huh?
She dodges.
And miss. Bloody bitch.
How'd you
Who
miss
misses?
Yeah.
I'm not in line with back, so I can't get hit. So I'm gonna stay here for a moment.
Bax.
I step in here, so I'm flanking her, and then I attack her with advantage with my short sword, with my glowing short great sword. I might add. This is a fucking shit ton of dice, and then I will smite her, which is a 4 at level 1 because I get the extra D because she's a fiend. I attack.
Damn.
And it goes through.
And
It goes
because
through
it's
fully.
radiant, and I swim around to do a second attack, which this is what preparing does for us, boys.
Yes.
That one. Oh wait, sorry. Can I roll again because I got advantage, just to see if it's a crit?
Yep.
It wasn't.
Nope.
Nope.
And then I put another smite on it at level 1.
32
looking
again.
Is she looking a little bit? Oh shit! I got to randomize my cheat engine. Is she looking a little bit worse for wear, or is she still looking?
She is looking very worse for wear.
Fucking tastic. And that's 2 level 1 spell slots. I should have done it for the extra D8. Oh well. And that is my go.
All right. So, Seraphim.
I Misty Step upwards towards the edge of the well, or like on top of the edge of the well.
Yep.
Do I see anything around me?
As you look to the north, you see a woman.
Do I recognize her?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement to stand on this side of the wall, like to be out of the sight of the woman up north.
Mm-hmm.
And I can still use a cantrip, so it's gonna be a it's gonna be firebolt on her, and I'll shout to everyone. Oh no, wait, I'm still the kid. There's still another woman in the tower up north. And that is gonna be my turn.
All right. She runs here that she can see you, and she uses magic missile on you. 3 darts.
Wait. Oh, I rolled really shitty on the concentration, so you guys are losing protection from evil. This is fine.
It's fine. And as a bonus action, she taps a little drum on the side of her pouch. Dink. And something happens.
Reinforcement.
Trish.
Well, I am again simply going to attack that lady with my short bow.
Miss again.
Aww.
Can I give him an inspiration so he tries again?
Sure.
You don't have.
No, go on.
That's sneak attack damage.
Alright.
And again.
Damn.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. I'm gonna step a little bit closer so that it's easier to aim. It'll be a bit easy to hit her, and then I'm gonna have my turn.
All right, Zakat, what are you doing?
Something different.
You're gonna hit her.
What?
Talking, talk to them. Yeah, talk to them.
No.
Wow, Luke, we had the same thought.
That is the quote of the week. Quote of the month. Brilliant.
Hold on. Let's
You
see.
get advantage on attacks, Joe, just so that you know.
Oh, do I?
Because we're flanking, if you hit her, you get advantage.
Oh, I noticed my right die didn't work. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I missed her anyways. But as my bonus action, I am gonna cast the Blood Curse of Mutual Suffering,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
which means as a bonus action, I can link any creature within 30 feet for up to 1 minute, forcing them to share in any pain they inflict upon me.
All right.
So each time you suffer any damage from the cursed creature, this curse deals necrotic damage equal to half of the damage you suffered. Then the curse ends. So when she hits me, half the damage gets returned back to her.
All right.
Look at you, Joe.
Look at you using your actual class features.
Seraphim, you see like a weird looking dog-like thing run up to you, towards you.
There's a dog. It's not a nice dog. It's not a nice lady.
You don't know. Well, you know.
It doesn't look nice.
And this little lady disappears.
How did she disappear? It's literally just blink out of existence.
Yep.
Did she use a spell, DM, that I could see?
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah, she was casting a spell.
Not really.
Okay.
What's Gary doing?
He's coming towards me. So he'll use his action to dash, which will bring him right up here. I want him to run through the gap between me and Sucked. Like through there. To see if he bumps into her. See if she's just invisible. If
Doesn't
there's
bump
sound
into
in-
anything.
Okay. Okay. That's Gary's turn.
Alright. Killian.
Right, changing target now. Let's all concentrate on killing the dog, or should we concentrate on killing the other hag?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna choose the other hag. 'cause we
Doggo!
both got the power.
We can't metagame, we can't tell you, can we?
No, don't move 5 feet forward, because arbitrarily, I can't quite reach them.
Wait, no, it's that. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yep, there we go. Yep, sound. So as my bonus action, I'm going to cast the spiritual weapon to be right outside the hag. That hits her. It spun around and went into the ground. And
Oh,
goes,
no.
Oh, fuck.
That's not
Well,
good to have on
You're
you.
not vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. Oh, shite! So, knowing that I'm going to be probably killed, I'm going to do a lovely guiding bolt at level 2.
That's
Hey,
fucking
that-
sweet.
You'll deal an extra die of physical damage to the enemy as your attack is empowered by pure
Psychic
hatred.
damage.
Psychic damage.
Pure hatred.
Fuck you,
Hey,
bitch.
how many fucking dice is that?
Well, it's 46 and then doubled.
Wow.
Plus the extra dice.
Wow, I'm so glad I chose level 2 on that one.
Don't you get a plus extra dice though for the hatred thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other 4. Well, the other 5 because I did it at level 2.
No, but the extra 5 are because they're critical, right? Don't you get
Yeah.
one more?
Yeah,
Not-
yeah.
Not on top of the effect thing. That alone once, wouldn't it?
Oh, that was enough damage it is, and I'm going to move 10 foot this way and hide behind this wall, and then shout to the rest of the party, concentrate fire on the hag!
Bax, what are you doing?
I move up. I move up to Gary and then mount him.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
I say this is how it's done. Because Gary's already moved, I can't use his act. He can't use his movement now. But his turn will now coincide with mine, meaning that his movement essentially becomes my movement, and that is my turn. I look around. Can I see any sign of where the hag went?
Nope.
I can't see any other dangers in the area
Well, you see the dog.
other than the dog. If I pop off a divine sense, anything within 30 feet of me.
No.
Okay. That is my turn. One pink. Oh, there we go. Too many bloody menus.
Seraphim, little boy.
Can I see both the doggo and the woman?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt, but I'm going to use Twin Spell by expending 2 sorcery points, which targets both of them. Yeah. Oh, nice, they both hit. And that's gonna be 4d6 on both of them. And it's not a nice doggo.
Sexy.
That's like
And
my first wife.
they both get the next person to attack them gets advantage on both of them. And I am going to move. Well, that might be dangerous a little bit. So, where my movement is now, can I see in between the wall there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll move like here. So I'm out of view,
Yep.
and I can move back in on my next turn.
All right. Actually, all right. She does her little thingy again. Taps on the whatchamacallit? The little drum, indeed. And another one of those weird looking doggos pops up. And she, for some reason, also disappears.
At least we had a plan.
DM, does Seraphim understand what's going on? Like, are they turning invisible, or are they like teleporting?
Neither of those things that you know. Trish.
Yep. Do I have line of sight on the doggy thing?
No, not really.
I'll move up there to the wall. Does that give me line of sight? I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The W token on the map, is that something like?
That's
is
a
there actually
spiritual
something
weapon.
there?
Yeah, that's a spiritual weapon that
Ah,
Killian
yeah, right.
cast.
Okay. I'll use my short bow on the topmost doggo thing.
All right. Damn, son.
Yeah. Mediocre.
Wait, don't you? Oh, you don't get sneak damage, do you?
I don't get sneak attack.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna move back a little bit, so that I'm like out of line of sight of whatever is in there. And then my turn.
Knowing that last time they disappeared on me, the one lady came back in pretty much the exact same spot, so it's kind of hard for me to want to move.
You could hold your action and then attack if she appears again.
I will cast my transformation. And I'll move just a little bit out of the way. No, I'm
What's Gary doing?
Gary's now merged with my turn, so I'm using his movement.
All right.
Okay. First, for my bonus action, I'm going to move my my lovely sword. I just need to look it up quickly, just so I know what that entails. I'm not sure, because I know when you cast it first, you get a hit, but I don't know if moving it also makes it get a
You can move it as a bonus action up to 20 feet.
So I'm going to move it like 5 foot towards the big hole, big motherfucker there. And he's going to attack. Yes! You vomit a swarm of insects.
Fucking dude.
Boof. Gonna do that, and that was my bonus action. I'm also going to move out and do here. So that I did that before I did the movement weapon. So actually, he's already dead. Good. So moving 20 foot there. Target number 11, and do another lovely guiding bolt. I'm going to do this one at level 1. Boom! Hit. Damage, and give that lovely advantage, and then move to 50 foot back. And that's my turn.
I seeing that. How high?
Still buff, oh,
How
one
high?
round.
How high is the wall that's surrounding this place?
Well, it's on a slope, so it would be just above your head.
Okay. I hold my action. Well, I was at the bottom of the turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm just going to wait here and see if the hag reappears. So there's no point in holding my turn, is there? Because it's the top of the round again. So does it? Oh,
Wouldn't you
does it work until my next round then?
What do you mean?
Can I say I don't know how it works after the round is ended? If I
No.
say I hold my turn and say if she reappears, I attack her.
Sure.
Does that?
Yeah,
does that
Yeah,
help
that's
on
a
all
readied
the-
action. Yeah.
Yeah, but does that carry on through to the next round? Is it until my next turn?
Until your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, that's what I do.
Oh, it's my turn.
I am going to pop off a first level spell and do detect magic. And I'm going to walk into here. Did I notice anything magical within, I believe, 30 feet? Detect magic. 30 feet.
Nope.
Huh?
Nope.
Okay. So not from the tent or anything?
Nope.
Okay. I'll still have it on for the next 10 minutes if I remember correctly. Yes, I do.
From somewhere to the north, you hear the perfunctory ktunk again. Trish, your turn. It came from right around here. This way, for you.
For Killian North. Okay.
I'm gonna tell that to Killian. Like it sounded like there was a noise from over there. And
investigate.
I'm going to move 5 feet there. Do I see like one of those dogs again, or?
No, but you can hear something from around this corner.
On the corner or like around the corner?
Just around it.
You cut out.
Like a very nasal.
Yeah.
You've seen them. They're hideous. I mean, come on. What kind of noise would this thing make?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
In that
Oh,
case, I'm
oh no,
gonna.
Frank,
What happens if it moves?
it runs. You guys.
I'm gonna use my cunning bonus action to dash back towards Killian
Yep.
and hold my action to shoot an arrow at either the hag or one of the demon dogs that comes around the corner.
All right.
Moon dogs.
I dash up there. And then I'll just ready my next action. Which is another dash.
You're such a hero, Bax. No. Suck it. I mean.
Suck it, man. You can't do it. We're fucked.
Yay.
Gary do anything? Oh no, you're using Gary, right?
Gary's part of my turn.
Killian.
He's eating grass.
It's currently sneezing. Ooh.
Gesundheit.
Hay fever.
No. Cannabis.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Lovely.
Look at Charlie.
I'm gonna shout to everyone. Regroup. North wall. Trish has heard something. I'm going to move out sidewards here to try and look around the bush to see if I can see.
Around the bush.
Yeah, I'd be able to see just around the corner, but if it's like hidden, like here, I wouldn't be able to see it. But like it's back here, I probably would. But do I notice anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Forget to move your spiritual weapon, Gideon.
I'm moving 20 foot. Thank you, boys.
Go.
Thank you, little boy.
I'm looking at it like, oh.
And I'll move that there, and that'll be my turn.
Upon hearing Killian, do I know which one is the North Wall that he might be referring to?
Nah.
I see him moving up that way. Would you say I see him moving that way, or do you want me to roll a dice and just guess which one the North Wall is?
It's your character. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, would I know which way is north? What he's referring to?
I would imagine so. You've been soldiers together.
Okay. In that case, I will use Gary, and I will dash up here. Do I see anything?
Ah.
You just move me if you like, rather than Gary.
Yeah, tokens on top of each other are so annoying.
Yeah, there is an extension that fixes this, but
Do you see? Do
There's
I
an
see anything?
extension.
Do I see anything?
You see the woman with a beast in front of her.
Then I use the remaining 20 feet to move in towards the beast, and then I attack it.
All right.
And I use straight up attack. And then I hit it. Upon killing it, oh, she's out of my reach though, isn't she? God
My
damn it.
doggy. My beautiful doggy.
You have no more movement?
Yeah.
No, because
You-
I've moved 120 feet. How
Yeah,
much
but-
more do you want? I can't move anymore. She's
You
out.
use Gary's walking speed, right? Or running speed. You can still
Running speed.
jump
100
off the horse with half your movement, right?
That is a really good point. But then,
Ah!
but then I give up my mobility of being able to scale. Do you know what? I jump off and then I rush her because I still have 2 attacks because I've killed him. I get an extra. My bonus action I can use as an attack. So I then attempt to hit her. I do. I smite her with an F4.
Biggest of smites.
Ooh.
And then
Yeah.
and I attack her one more time.
She doesn't look so good.
And then does she look good enough to not take a smite? It's my last spell slot. Actually,
I'll have a rest after this.
No, I've still got level 2 spell slot. Oh, fuck it. Let's hang on. I will put on a smite. I very happily. Hang on, let me take off those 2 spell slots. I shout, Tango down!
Who's
that-
Tango and why is he down?
and then I smite out. Where's Cash? Where's Cash? That's my turn.
Is that your turn? Is that so?
I'm ready for your judgment.
All right, let's see.
Did the hag that I just killed look like one of the ones from the windmill, by the way?
Yeah, it was the woman that you saw standing next to Morgantha.
All right, and I'd already seen her at the windmill as well. Was she one of the daughters, or was she just the one that was there when my eye was mistaken?
You could surmise that she was one of the daughters, yeah.
Okay, so there's just one left.
We out of initiative right now, DM?
Yeah.
Okay. I grab 2 little rocks next to me from the broken walls,
Yeah.
and I skip down the south wall like a little kid that I am, and I say, "Night hags, come out and play." and I do like with the stones.
Warriors.
You're gonna say, while you're doing that, I'm gonna be chasing you with a bandage, trying to heal you. Fucking stay still, little boy.
I jump back on Gary. I quickly searched the night hag to see if she had anything on her. And upon doing so, I jump back on Gary and then just go around the entire perimeter at once. Because my divine sense would still be on to see if I can pick up Morgantha. Because as far as I know, she's still here.
Right. And I'm running around searching for my last breath because she said it was in here.
She said
Thank you,
it
Killian.
was, did the night hag
Well, little boy, pat you on the head.
Suckard, let me help you.
Did the night hag have anything on her as well?
The night hag has a little vial on her, around her neck, that looks empty.
I retrieve it from her and I jump on Gary and I do a quick pass around the whole perimeter to see if I can detect Morgantha. Before, assuming if I don't, I then trot up to Suckid and I present him with the vial saying, "Is this what you're looking for?"
Right. So you don't really see anything out of the ordinary.
Do I sense anything though?
Your
Emotionally.
your
Divine sensing.
your divine sensing, and what is the range on this?
I think it's 30 feet. It's either 30 or 60.
Nah, even if it was 100, you wouldn't sense anything at this moment.
Okay. Right. I trot up to Suckid and ask him if this is what he's looking for.
Check out the tent.
Apparently, my Sirenscape prescription expired in the middle of our session.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
I thought it was the end of combat.
Wow, that's fucking stupid though.
Yeah, like I tried to play something after combat, and it just like you're not authorized. You're not authorized. Like what?
That's dumb.
But I am.
Who's doing the weird movements?
Yeah, everyone.
That's how you really search a place.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit!
Suckard is sniffing like a dog there.
Right? Keeping my keen senses available in case I hear something out of the ordinary, you know?
Well, smells like a little boy.
I present you with the vial and ask you if this is what the vial would look like.
It might be. I try to open the vial and inhale it.
Without checking, like must be fine.
Just gotta find out. I'm desperate to know what it does. I don't know what it does, so I'm just desperate
Oh
to
no,
get
there
it
it goes.
back.
We all need a quick pump in life, right? But this is what planning gets us, right?
This is what planning gets you guys.
Successful
That was a
raid
lot better of a fight that was. Yeah.
with getting a breath eye back, no casualties whatsoever, and
Suckard has 4 damage. That's it.
right, it's
Right.
ridiculous.
Well, that's for my right.
There was a
And
lot of crit
guys,
rolls
I
there.
have to
Yes,
tell
there
you,
was.
we have an obligatory. You did a very good planning. You earned this.
Level up.
Oh no, I closed Siren's sake because I thought it was not working. Good. All right.
It's the A-Team theme tune.
Oh yes, baby.
Oh, my first game's not working.
Do we get a level? Do we leveling up?
No, guys, you do not level up.
I pull out a cigar that I've had concealed in my pocket the entire time, and
Just
I
Unless
said
you
it.
do level up, bitches! Yay!
Can I pull out the cigar I have on me and say I love it when a plan comes together?
Yes, you can.
You figure now that the hag's all on her own, I think she's pretty much stopped.
No,
because-
she's the
Oh,
mother.
there's 2.
She's- No,
No, we
I've killed-
killed one before,
I've killed 2.
and now we just killed another one. There was
Bat.
2 daughters and 1 mother.
Yeah, but,
No, but
she's-
this one disappeared. That was standing there, right?
I just killed her around
We
the
just
corner.
killed her in the back.
But Mr. Bax,
Was that
can
the
we
same?
rename you to
Yeah.
Bax, the
Oh.
It was the
Hannibal
same one
man?
that was standing up there.
I
Oh.
checked. Also, she was the coven leader, so she could just make more. I don't think she's.
Yeah, I'm still checking out this tent. I will not leave this session without checking out the tent.
You check the
I'm
tent,
not
and
gonna help
there is
Sam
like.
with that.
Sorry, you?
I'm gonna help Seraphim with that.
All right. So you two check the tent, and there's like a little cot that has like a bit of straw on it, and you look around, and there's nothing innately magical in here, but you do find some like spell components, a few toenails, like sage, like a lot of inherently unmagical items that can be used to produce something magical.
Bitch didn't even have gold.
Are
I
we actually leveling up, or was that a joke? Are we actually leveling up?
I love the way you're looking, like the hopeful, slightly
Yeah.
scared.
So,
You're leveling up.
Yay! Seraphim, before
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go real soon because I just realised
Yes.
how late it is.
yeah.
I'm going to multi-class. I'm going to dip into sorcery.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
sorry, as Sarah and now Sarah, if you could teach me some things to help me become a sorcerer.
Yeah, sure. Will be fun.
Well, I'm in awe of
Yeah,
what
sure.
I'm in awe of what you're able to do, and I'd like to try and see if I can do it.
Sure, we'll try.
Which is my explanation as to why I'm dipping into sorcery.
Ooh,
Which
I've
I
got a
thought worked.
4th level spell slots. 4th level spell slot.
Can you open the server at some point so I can level up
Sure.
at a slightly later time? I really need to get some sleep because I've got like 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, Bex, go sleep. There's
I-
a tent here.
I absolutely loved that. That was umbrella cool. That was awesome fun, boys.
That was very well done.
Like that was ridiculously good fun. So
There
who
we
knew
go.
planning? Who knew that planning could actually pay off, right?
Not just that, though, that we've all got the common task now, so are we actually gonna see what effect this has? Strahd?
We haven't killed.
Get a level
Well,
4.
we've got to find the last hag. Kill her first.
Sounds
There
sounds
you go,
like
Joey.
a
I just added.
Hammy.
What have you added?
I just added 2 more effects
What? Oh, I've already
from
closed that.
from that level.
What did you get?
stalker prowess, speed, and long jump. Wow.
Yeah, I add 10 feet to my run distance and 10 feet to my long jump.
Is that when you transformed or just?
No, that's just period, like a period effect.
Oh, and your damage
And-
type.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're now magical.
Yeah, I'm now magical to what it does is my claws are now
Magic item.
magical to get
Registered
around
weapons.
resistance. Yep, to get around resistance and stuff to bludgeoning and stuff or whatever.
Look at that. Joe is finally a killing machine, bred for one purpose.
I've been waiting for that level, man.
Joe, you'll have to request an open carry license for those arms.
All right, boys, you have fun. Enjoy your new level.
Sleep well, Joey.
Sleep well, Joey.
1,000 foot of us.
But you're not leveled up right now.
Aw.
Wait, what have you got that works in 1,000 feet?
I can locate a creature that I know of.
That is
So
Nice.
if Strahd was within 1,000 foot of us, I could cast it and find out if he's looking at us in the bushes.
Jesus Christ, you could
I can
find.
see you, you peeping Tom.
Why are you looking at children, dirty old man?
Right, on that nightmare. Thank you. And
Sleep well.
Later, man.
Bye.
Alright.
Oh,
Where did
bye.
Max go?
He went to sleep in the tent.
Is that the same like when they said that my dog went to the farm?
Yeah.
Are we playing a quick game of Among Us, or are we leveling up?
Whatever
I'm
you want.
leveling up because I've got to go sleep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I might multi-class, but I'm gonna look into that, so I'm not leveling up right now.
Sure.
Okay then, Strahd can be killed with running water. I can control water with a 4th level spell. Could I make that into running?
No. Running water is a stream or a river.
Yeah, I think that more or less stands for free flowing water.
Yeah.
So I couldn't pull it up into the air 300 foot and let it drop.
No.
No.
No, you can, but
That
it
will
wouldn't.
still hurt him.
It
a
will
lot.
hurt him. Yeah.
Just lift the whole fucking like Zarovich up. Ah,
Yeah, I've been waiting for those improved predatory strikes because everything that I've been attacking so far has only been like half damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What do I get? One more spell. And it's level 4. Now we're getting into the fun levels of spells.
not many monsters are charisma based, are they?
No.
Because I could take banishment, which means I could banish any creature that's coming at us, but it's a charisma saving throw. So I very much doubt I could do that to Strahd, because I reckon because he's a noble lord, he's going to be all.
Yeah, he's
charisma.
probably immune to that shit.
But to save something that's being a bit tricky, I could just go whoop, banish.
Right? When I was looking at making a second character, I was looking at that cantrip, Chill Touch. That's a really nice cantrip.
And now there's nothing that can stop you guys,
Except a decent.
except everything in Barovia.
Right? So what? Now that I got my, was that my breath that Jovi handed me, or Bax handed me?
It was indeed your last breath, so you would miss one death saving throw.
Ah,
So if you rolled a natural 1 on your first death saving, you would die
I
instantly.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured if I got knocked down again or something, I couldn't get back up no more. I have to have like at least 11 knockdowns now.
Yep.
It's not my fault.
Kinda is
This
though.
is a brand new class for me.
Oh, I can make a wall of fire. That could actually be used as like a defense. I could make a wall of fire around it.
Did you also see polymorph?
Can I take poly? I can't take poly.
Yeah, you can't?
No. I'm just looking at cleric and light cleric because it that
Oh,
might be like
trickery domain clerics can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in a light domain, so I can take
Yeah.
wall of fire and guardian of faith.
That's what I love about this character. I can take sorcery and cleric spells.
Why can you take cleric spells? Because of your background? No.
Because of the sorceress origin.
Ah.
Dimension door. Oh,
I remember when you used that to escape and took all those diamonds or whatever and all that
Right.
gold deal.
but dude, do you know what the range of dimension door is?
120 feet, ain't it?
500 feet.
Ah,
And
you
I
wouldn't even
can-
need the drawbridge to come down at Ravenloft.
Well, the thing is, if I know where to go, I don't even have to see the place.
right? We could just be like, boom, dimension door in the courtyard.
And I
How
can
many-
I think
Yeah.
I can. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, there is a treasury in that castle. Just saying.
Andreas, you gonna go with Ranger? I see you
No,
use a
Ranger
bow a lot.
sucks.
Yeah,
but
Ranger kinda
not with
sucks.
it does suck, but not with Rogue. Rogue Ranger is one of the best archers.
Oh, I can imagine that.
You could also do the Unearthed Arcana ranger. That is not sucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard it. It's so much better, right?
Mm-hmm. They're improved.
I will look into that. I was thinking maybe monk.
Oh, that would be nice. So you have a little
Oh,
bit
there
of
you go.
Some key.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would only get key at second level monk. So at first level monk, I would get an armored defense, which would still be better than my current leather armor,
Mm-hmm.
and I would get some bonus to unarmed attacks, which
Yeah,
is
but how
still
many
better than
times?
what I get at seventh level rogue, which is some evasion that lets me dodge area of effect attacks.
Oh, don't
Which
knock
is-
it.
No, but it's very
Bullshit.
situational.
Did I just do that against Sheriff? Sir?
Yeah, it is situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take away this spell.
I'm gonna try out that new Resident Evil tomorrow.
The what?
They remade Resident Evil 3.
Oh, cool.
Nemesis.
Yep. It looks badass in this new one. He's got like this leather hood on and shit. He looks awesome. I got it from Torn Day earlier.
Oh yeah, he looks fucking evil. Fuck.
Right? He looks badass.
Anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you very much for the lovely session, Mr. Thorne.
Thank
That's
you
fucking
too.
Lovely.
great. And I still want to smoke bomb Fence.
Yeah.
It incest.
Proteus.
Right? You figure if you whip it around and like throw it or something, it could smash open in a dust cloud, you know? If anything. Big old
Could've
smoke
fine.
cloud of incense.
I was gonna say I gotta find some gasoline, cover it in there. Molotov cocktail. Anyway, later guys.
Later.
Later, man.
Later, Luke.
Bye-bye.
It's like I need to start collecting some poison and stuff. Some of these creatures we kill.
You could probably just look for poisonous berries or plants while we're traveling, right?
Yep. But now that I have my brother back with me, it's gonna get interesting.
It will.
Because he's gonna tell me.
Are vampires humanoids or undead?
Undead.
Humanoid doesn't necessarily like it means human shaped. So
Yeah.
elves, orcs.
So they are humanoid, but they're undead
yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Undead humanoids.
But I'm looking at the revised ranger. You have significant. What does it say? Choose a type of favorite enemy: beasts, fae, humanoids, monstrosities, or undead. And you gain a
They're
+2
they're
bonus-
undead.
bonus
Vampires
to
are
damage
undead.
rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're undead.
Well, the thing is, humanoids can be undead, but not all undead have to be humanoids.
Yeah.
So there's like overlap, but also difference between the two groups.
So why? Oh, you could have like undead beasts, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Mhm.
like an undead beholder even.
Right.
You have
Right.
zombie beholders in this.
Right. But
Universe.
the hags would also be humanoids. Or would they be fiends?
They're
They would be
I
fiends.
think.
Yeah. They were fiends. Like Joby did his magical thingy, and he detected fiends.
Basically, anything with 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, and the general shape of a human is
Yeah.
considered humanoid.
Is considered humanoid.
But
So,
there are
like-
Does that also count in like the D&D mechanical terms?
yeah,
Yeah,
Because
because
But the
they're
thing-
they're humanoid shape. They might not
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
human, but they are humanoid in
Yeah,
shape.
a halfling is a humanoid.
Right.
Yeah.
A
I
hill
think it's
giant
all-
is a giant humanoid.
Right. I
Yeah,
think it's
alright, yeah.
DM discretion.
Well, there are some edge cases where, like, you have aberrations, for example, and monstrosities. Even though they can be of humanoid shape, they are not considered humanoid because they're
Humanoid.
from like a different plane. And but in general, if it has 2 legs, 2 arms, walks on the legs, and has 1 head, could consider it humanoid.
Yeah.
Right.
A giant
I'm
isn't a
surprised they
humanoid, by the
actually
way. It's
split
a
the two.
giant.
What was that?
A giant isn't a humanoid. It's classed as giant.
Mm-hmm. I think the largest creature still considered humanoid would be
Firbolg? Filborg? Fleerbolg?
no. The
Furlborg.
Yeah.
they often
Furlborg?
use it for barbarians.
Oh,
Goliath.
Goliath.
Goliath. Yeah, that's I think the largest race that is still humanoid.
Yeah.
God damn it! What am I gonna pick here?
That's why I like melee guys. Their levels are so easy to do. You get some hit points. And once in a while, you get, like the something that helps you on your attack.
Man, I can get like this would also be so cool. Banishment. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence.
Yeah.
Like I imagine it would not work on Strahd, but like you can just if shit goes down, you can just have them roll saving throw, and if nothing happens to me within a minute, they stay there. Or wait, or was it if you? Yeah.
You could send all of us home.
Well, that could actually kind of work.
Right? You could send all of us home.
Yeah.
Like what? We're taking a rest in the tavern, and as we wake up, you can send that guy home. Send that guy home.
That would be funny. Yeah, if I know from what plane of existence you come, if I send you there, after a minute you stay there.
Right? Or if we can, you could send somebody, they can get out a message, and then somebody that's in the room can like just slap you or something and snap you back out of it, and then bring it back. And at least they got the message out.
Well, you have 1 minute, in any case.
Right.
But I think it doesn't say where you end up. I think it's a random place on that plane. But I mean, greater invisibility. That's sweet. Like that's 1 minute of guaranteed invisibility. I can attack. I have advantage on all of that. Well, I think I'm gonna throw out a spell.
Jesus, 5 o'clock already.
All right, guys. I'm gonna love you and leave you.
Thanks for the session, DM.
Alright.
Thank you all for the
Yeah,
session. It was
thanks.
very nice. I'm curious what you're gonna do next.
Well, hopefully
we.
do a bit more preparations.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Joe? Did it work?
All right, later, guys.
See you later, man.
Bye bye.